And I got one more. Westside Gunn 11. It's just voice notes.
It's an EP though,
It's
man.
literally just.
It's
It's
fire.
literally.
man.
Bro.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like 5 songs.
But I get what you
Sorry.
mean.
What's going on, world? Welcome to episode 103 of the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast. With your boys Peter,
Yo.
Mohammed,
Yeah.
myself Yemi, and we're joined by a special guest, returning guest, friend of the pod, our brother Chris The Capo in the building.
Yeah. Blessings.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you guys, man?
All good, man. All glory to the Most High, man.
Oh, always, every single time,
Always.
all praise, man. But
course, man.
big up yous lot, man. I heard the last episode that you done with Flashy,
Yeah.
and I was
Flashy.
like, this is the conversations that I live for.
Yeah, man.
Even down to the boroughs when you sort of said the best projects from each borough. You let me down, though. Man. Some South ones, some South ones, man.
Which ones?
So Lewisham,
Yeah.
I feel like you could have had stronger people on there.
You let your people down.
All right.
You shut your mouth.
So for Lewisham,
Go on, talk to me.
there's P Money. P Money is it
More money over everyone.
Money Over Everyone, the first one.
Okay.
There is Fecky as well,
I think Nas said Fecky.
which I'll either say is either This One's On Me, or I forgot what one was, the Ring Ring Trap one, the one made done with Woo Kid.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
There was that.
Okay.
There's what else could you have said for Lewisham? You could have even gone old school with Black Twang if you wanted to.
I mentioned Black Twang.
You did. You did mention Black
Yeah,
Twang.
mention Black Twang.
D Block.
D Block, you did
I was
mention.
never going to do that.
Yeah, D Block Europe. I do think you could have mentioned.
Respectfully.
You could have mentioned for
Salute to
D
D-Block,
Block, whether it's PTSD or even.
What's the one with Gucci? What's the one with
Yo, mate.
Young Bane?
Oh yeah, I forgot what it's called
Yeah.
though. To be fair, that one could have been said. I think even with Nov, because you said Inferno,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Good project, very good project. I wouldn't say it's Nov's best
It's
project.
definitely not his best.
I think Yem argued that on the day as
I
well.
wouldn't say it was
Novelist
his
guy.
best. Yeah,
Novelist guy.
Novelist guy was the one. Because the thing is, he's had so many scattered pieces over. Southwark, you guys did say. I think it was. Did you say Hard Bodied?
It's a walk in the park, I think.
Walk in the park.
Walk in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go with Walk in the Park, really, innit? To be fair with you, Greenwich. Where did you say? Who did you say for
I
Greenwich?
think I might have said Tiny.
Yeah, would have had to be Tiny.
Might have been Tiny, yeah.
It would have been Tiny for
Economics,
there.
I think I said. I can't remember.
You said for Merton. I think you said Dave.
Did we say Dave? I think we agreed on Dave.
Dave is not Merton. He would have been Lambeth.
Streatham, no?
Streatham.
Straight
Streatham
Midland,
is
Lambeth, innit?
Streatham is Lambeth, no?
Was that Lambeth?
No, isn't it Merton?
Bro, I can't remember.
I think it's Lambeth, no?
I think Streatham is. I think it's.
It might be both, to be fair.
Because I'm thinking of Mitcham for Merton. I know definitely, but I think Streatham might be Merton. No, it's Lambeth. It's Lambeth. It is Lambeth.
Yeah.
It is
I think
Lambeth.
Yeah.
No 6-7.
Yeah, no.
Does he even listen to 6-7?
You don't.
Fair enough. Yeah, for that one, I think what other ones were there? East. There was one. I think at Newham. Who did you guys say for Newham?
Home sweet home.
Which one? I don't think was even my vote. I think I might have gone for Hoodies All Summer.
Oh, someone said Tinchy for Newham as well, which was very wrong because Tinchy's
Big up,
Tower
Naz.
Hamlets. Yeah, Tinchy's Tower Hamlets. But even for Tower Hamlets, what did you guys say? It was Boy in the Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
It was like easy ones, isn't
The
it?
only second one you probably would have said for me personally would have been Star of the Hood, which I think was an amazing album. I think Star of the Hood was an amazing album.
Mainstream Money was hard.
I think one day
yeah.
we need to have discourse about why Tinchy is a goat.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Bruv, you know how long we've been speaking about this?
Yeah,
I think Tinchy
We've
is
been meaning to
so
have a
disrespected.
conversation about
Absolutely.
Tinchy.
So disrespected.
but I think he kind of played a hand in that though, because he went pop.
But
He
went pop and
attempted
done-
to go.
But he went pop and done it good.
I wasn't
Define
really feeling
good.
them Tires Crew songs, man.
How did you get my soul like that? Banger. Strider man.
Oh no,
banger.
man.
Strider
Strider
Man's
Man
a
weren't really pop to me.
Strider Man's a
though.
banger.
Strider Man weren't really
Strider
pop
Man's
to
a
me.
banger. Strider
Okay,
Man's a
cool.
banger.
So are we saying that number one was pop?
Yeah.
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 That was a good tune.
All the N Dubs tunes.
Decent.
Yeah.
What was the one he had with?
Crews.
What was the one he had with Daffy? Was it Starship, Spaceship, something like that?
Yes, was it Spaceships or
Spaceships
something like
or
that?
something like
Yeah, that was a good tune as well. Out of everyone that done the pop thing, bar Wretch, he done it best.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, it charted. It went.
Or
You know what I
Tiny.
mean, he did it. He did it.
Yeah, Tiny
Because at that
is the
point,
bar.
Oh yeah.
if we're talking about
Tiny
Dizzy
the
had
bar.
Dizzy went pop for a second.
yeah, and even Dizzy's pop was pretty good as
It was
well. To
alright.
be fair
Yeah,
with you.
I didn't mind it.
But I
Yeah.
think,
I think Tinch is definitely disrespected. person. But yeah, going back to it, I loved that episode. Man.
Appreciate it.
As soon as it premiered, I literally was gassed watching it, bro. So
Well, Pete let
yeah,
South
man.
down.
You lot have done. No, you didn't let South down. No,
man.
It's mad because in back-to-back episodes, Flashy told Mo that you let North down.
Yeah.
And Chris now has some critiques
I know,
to
right?
Peter
You
about South.
Flashy was probably gonna pick like what? I don't know. Pick some OFB mixtape or something, or pick his bedrooms from down the road or something. You know, Flashy was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Man.
100%.
You know, for a fact, for something, he's probably got for Lambeth, he's probably say some Teflon mixtape or something like that.
I think I was.
He would have
trying
said
to get
Tef.
I was trying to
Yeah,
get
you
Tef.
tried.
Yeah, it would have been. It would
I
have.
mean, I was going for me against all eyes on me.
His best piece of work.
bro.
Yeah,
That
his
shit's
best
special.
side A.
Side
and
A,
B.
yeah, bro.
Side A
Yeah,
over.
side
Yeah, yeah. I would say.
Yeah, man.
I think that is his best piece of
Yeah,
work. And then
absolutely.
after that, that's when you can mention Call of Duty
All of that.
and
Yeah.
romancing and all that
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
Salute to Tish, I do want to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Genuinely wanna have
I
a
definitely do
conversation.
think
Put
that.
it in the docket.
Question though, Illmatic or it was written?
It was written.
We've had we had this conversation.
Okay,
We had this
okay,
conversation. We had this
okay,
conversation.
okay,
By the
right.
way, there was a vote on that post. Illmatic won the vote.
Yeah,
Makes
it
sense.
was
But
though,
I think
innit?
it would though.
Oh yeah, it would though, wouldn't it?
No,
It would though, wouldn't it? It would though, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool. No. It would though, wouldn't it? Yeah, cool.
Why is he taking it
That's
like
cool.
that?
That's cool. That's cool.
Why is he
No.
taking it
It would
Yo,
though,
my
wouldn't it?
Why is he taking it like
Hey, yo, my man.
Don't do that. No.
Yo, my man.
Yo,
No.
yeah, I didn't even mean it like that.
Yes, the fuck you did.
No, but let's be real
Yo, my
though,
man. You
man.
bugging.
People are gonna vote
funny.
Illmatic over it was written, innit? Not because of certain reasons,
It's
but...
the easy one to go to.
You keep saying that.
And I'm
but-
not taking away from Illmatic's great. Come on, this is Illmatic we're talking about here, man.
But you're taking away from it.
It's a safe
Anyway, you know
answer.
what I voted, innit?
It's a
So,
safe
go on.
answer.
I don't think you could go wrong with either one.
But
feel like-
oh yeah.
I was talking to someone about this actually, and they went for it was written as well. I feel like in real life, I meet more people that say it was written. In real life, I feel like more people you speak to in real life for some reason.
I'm a purist as well, so I should really go for Illmatic, but it was written was... Man,
No one wants to say Nostradamus.
that was... Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Anyway,
Shoot 'em up, kids, shoot 'em up. What? Sorry.
That was hard, though.
Hate that album.
yeah, Nostradamus, no.
That's the worst one. That's the worst one.
No. Street. Was it?
Disciples?
Street Disciples.
Street Disciples.
What, worse than Nostradamus?
Yeah.
No chance. No chance.
Street Disciple only had.
Streets Disciple was.
A knife falls.
No, it had the Thieves theme.
No, but then
Had the
those
Thief
people,
theme.
that song there
The
was
Thief
different.
scene was, but I think I didn't like it because MTV Bases used to rinse that video.
They did,
out
to be
all
song
the
did you say?
time.
Yeah.
On beats,
yeah,
rhymes, and
I love
life.
it. I love it.
You one outside.
I haven't heard that song in. Who was the guy featured? Was it Quan?
Quan, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big tune. Do you remember when every UK rapper used to rap over that tune?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
their
yeah,
pain instrumental.
And that's why Pac's so great, though, man. Because that's
Don't
why I
point
didn't
at
say.
me.
That's why I didn't say on that episode.
but don't
yeah.
point
A
at
lot
me,
of man talk about pain, yeah, because of Pac, bro.
Any excuse we give him fucking.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
though,
yeah, he's the
man.
greatest though, man.
Hey, man.
Big up, Chris, for coming through.
Thank you guys, man. Blessings.
Big up Drake's in the building as well.
Always,
yeah, big up Drake.
Good to see you, bro. And big up everybody watching and listening as well. Whether it's Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. Follow us. Spread the message. If you're listening on the audio platforms, follow us. Leave a 5-star rating. All that good stuff helps us grow. Helps us get us to more eyes. And yeah, it's the end of the year. The end of what's been a very interesting year. Rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. So this is our customary at the end of every year wrap up, where we're gonna list our favorite albums, favorite rappers, most disappointing albums, everything in between. But this time we're doing it with a twist. We're separating it out, UK and US. So we're gonna have similar categories for the UK and the US. Favorite albums, rappers, all that good stuff. So yeah, before we get into all that, let's have a review of the year. Boys, how do we think 2024 has been to rap music? I mean, obviously a lot has happened. How do we summarize the year, man?
I'll summarize it by saying Uncle Murder's gonna have the longest hip hop ever.
It's gonna be an album.
His summary
His
of
2024
his
an
summary
album.
of what happens this year, Uncle Murder's, it's gonna be at 50.
But are you talking about like in the culture or in music?
Nah, in the culture.
Cat Williams opened the portal.
Oh.
And where?
I'm telling you,
Everything
I'm
was
here.
happening.
Nothing was the same after that Cat
Bro,
Williams interview. But
What you say was like, are we blaming Cat Williams for all of this?
No, he just seen it, man.
No,
He seen it.
no.
That's all, man.
He had a vision.
I'm saying. That's all, man.
Music-wise, can I be honest with you? Going back and listening to everything, because I had to go back on my Apple Music and listened to everything from January till now, and I said it was actually a better year than I thought it was.
Facts.
It was way better than last year.
Oh, easily.
It was way better than last year.
Easily.
But yeah, it was a lot better than I expected. But a lot of non-rap, traditional rap albums just went that step further for me.
But is that from the perspective of the UK or the US or just
both?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, both.
Okay.
Both. Predominantly more US.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say there's elements of both in there. And there were some people that surprised me this year. There's a lot of surprises this year. A lot of people that I didn't listen to beforehand or didn't rate beforehand. But this year, I heard projects from them and I said, yeah, I'm fully invested now.
I think it's always difficult when you hear albums that you love. If you listen to like 7 to 10 albums that you love in a year, that can fool you into believing that the year was better than it was. And I think for me, it might have done that because I don't think this year was that strong. Although there were albums that I loved, I don't think generally from the UK or the US, I don't know if it was that strong, man.
I
don't know, man. I had a period where I was like, ooh, it's been alright. But then I had to go back and look at my list. I was like, I'm not sure, man.
I'll be honest with you, for me, and we're going to talk about it later, so I don't want to say too much. I feel like US-wise, it's been one of the strongest years in a long time. UK-wise, I don't think the same.
Do you think it was stronger US-wise because the heavy hitters came out this year?
I think because all the heavy hitters were outside.
Literally
And there was a few
all
people that I
three
was waiting for.
dropped.
Like one of the guys that I've got in my favourite albums was someone I was waiting to drop for a while. So you've got the heavy hitters outside, then you've got some people coming back outside. I feel like, so I don't know why it's happened like that, but I think UK I don't look at it as one of them years. Whereas
I mean, we had some heavy hitters come out this
No,
year.
we
We
definitely
had some
did.
good.
We
We had some.
few heavy hitters come
We
out.
had some
Yeah,
good stuff in the
yeah.
UK this year, man. I
Yeah.
think wherever you look, mainstream, underground, whatever, we were fed.
Yeah.
We were fed
yeah.
a lot this year.
We were fed a lot.
We were fed a
this
lot.
year.
We were fed a lot, and I'm still trying to catch up to the things that I either haven't listened to or I only just found out people had dropped,
Same,
sort of thing.
same.
I didn't know.
Facts.
Some,
It's-
you know when it came to sorry, I generally don't want to cut you off. That's how I felt doing this wrap up.
Yeah.
Like, sure, even know.
I had to quickly
I
go
didn't
back
know.
and press play real quick. And
I was like, I didn't know.
I'll,
There was a few,
I'll already say it now. I'm sorry, lads, but there was one album I have not heard that I know is probably on all of you lot's lists.
I could guess.
Schoolboy Q.
oh no, that's not on my list.
Haven't heard that album.
That's not on
yet.
my list.
You know what I said to you? I was waiting for
Get
someone to
into
drop.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Does
talking
it
about.
makes sense?
We'll
That's
get
what
into
I
it.
was
We'll get
talking
into it. We'll get into it. But yeah, I definitely feel like it was across the board a stronger year. I think I'm trying to remember what 2023 was like for the UK, but I feel like 2024, like there was
Horrible. 2023
What was
was
23 for
horrible.
2023 for you, Cash?
I think 2023, my best album that I took that year that still has some form of replay value to me is...
You dropped last year.
mine was Cass is Dead.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
Who did that have?
I don't remember, man.
I take it back then. You're right. Yeah, last year was. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you might be. Yeah,
I think the only person that, from the top of my head, the only person I can really remember that dropped last year was Giggs.
I remember Huss.
Yeah.
Huss last year.
Fredo dropped last year.
For yeah.
Fredo dropped last year.
Yeah.
And this year, Potter dropped
And-
like 3 tapes.
Potter dropped last year as well.
Potter dropped last year. Heady and K-Trap dropped last year.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Tef and Tiny Boost.
Yeah,
they dropped last year.
dropped last year. Nines
Tef
dropped
dropped
last
quite a
year.
few times last
Yeah.
year, actually.
Nines dropped twice last year.
Yeah.
And this year,
Yeah.
his retirement album,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
100%. Bro, no, he's not staying at the game, bro.
I agree.
It's no way it's happening. No way. But no, man, I feel like musically, we have been treated, man.
Oh, that's
We've been
a fact.
treated. I mean, from surprise drops to collab drops to everything in between. I feel like whoever you align with, no matter what your tastes are, you were fed. Whether you were listening to Cash Cobain or you were listening to mach-hommy, everybody was enjoying. So I'll definitely look back at 2024 as like one of the better years, especially of this decade.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the, if not the strongest, it's one of the strongest of the decade so
Yeah.
far.
If not,
I'd say.
this one in 2021.
Yeah.
UK-wise.
UK,
UK-wise,
yeah,
UK,
UK, yeah,
2020,
yeah. Dave Sims,
2021
yeah,
was- yeah.
Sims, Dave,
Yeah.
Getz.
yeah.
Wretch drops that EP
Did
as
Koji
well.
dropped that year?
Koji drops that year.
I think
Yeah.
that might have been, yeah,
Yeah, Koji drops that year. Good album as well.
good album too.
Good album. Yeah.
But no, definitely, I feel like this has been one of the better years. Definitely one of the better
Yeah.
years in a while.
R&B wise, it's been a bloody good year.
R&B's good.
It has been a bloody good year.
R&B's always strong though.
Yeah,
Even if the
yeah,
mainstream
yeah,
doesn't necessarily like to push it,
Yeah,
it's always gonna be strong. You could always find something that
100%.
I mean you vibe to.
Yeah.
Well, let's get straight into it then. Let's start in the UK. So we'll start with our favourite UK albums of the year. And obviously, I guess everybody has their own criteria. So be interested to see what you guys were considering when you were talking about your favourite albums of the year. Peter, you want to go first?
Yeah, cool, man. So yeah, man, without a doubt, my favourite album of the year was Bashy. Being Poor is Expensive, man. Like, I think anyone that knows me knows how I feel about Bashy. Just how much of an impact his music has had on me, from like Chopper Chops to Your Mum Volume 1 to even Catch Me If You Can, even though that wasn't necessarily his strongest one. So even the idea of him dropping in 2024, when I heard it was happening, I was curious, but I don't know if I was excited, but I was just curious because I wasn't sure. He hasn't rapped in so long. He's been focused on like the movie aspects of his career. So I wasn't really sure what to expect, and then I heard, I was just like, yo, what's going into this guy, man? Like, this is my sort of rap right here, man. It's like pro-black, it's like mature, it's grown. Yeah. It's just suave, it's aspirational, it's inspirational, and the rapping was just superb for me, man. His ear for beats is matured, bruv.
Toddler T,
bruv. It's just matured so much, man. And like, where he hasn't dropped in so long, yeah.
That's a funky
like,
word,
it's
boy.
difficult to even understand his musical progression and why his ear is what it is now, innit? So, to have gotten what I got from him on this album, it was just, I was just floored, innit? So, definitely my favorite album of the year. And then I've got Gets On Purpose with Purpose.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't really like it. But
who's a lot of people?
From what I heard, from what I was hearing, like, people didn't really like it, man. I think the criticism was that the album was quite bloated, and it didn't kind of seamlessly flow from one song to another. Because obviously you've got like the latter half of the albums where it was a bit more upbeat, do you know what I mean, a bit more dancey and that, and then obviously the beginning part of it was a bit more like succinct and a bit more rapping it. Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people didn't like it from what I heard, but I enjoyed the album. I thought it was super strong. Like, I think seeing Gets' maturation from when he first came in the game to where he is now, as far as like his album making ability as well, I feel like he's getting stronger from album to album to album, innit? And I feel like this was just another proof of that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's on my list. I've got Mega from SAS's EP Balancing Chaos. We obviously had the privilege of interviewing him, and yeah, man, I just really enjoyed it, man. That's just like pure UK like boom bap rap that I just loved, man. Do you know what I mean? He kind of like, he snuck in there like things that you love SAS for, like soul samples and that. And it was just strong rapping for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Boys.
I've got Kofi Stone, A Man After God's Own Heart as well. Me and Yemi were blessed enough to go to his album launch. And yeah, this guy's just rapping within an inch of his life, bro. But he's easily one of the best rappers in the UK for me, man. And yeah, that album was just super strong for me. And then last, I've got Geordie's S&M project as well, man. And I think I had Most Generous on. That's probably my most played song of the year, man. He was just rapping differently on that, man. So yeah, man, that's my 5. I've got an honourable mention of Tay Jordan Player of the Year, which was Yemi put me onto that, and that's just that. That's UK like G-Funk pimped out, like slick talk, man. And I just appreciate that, man. So, but yeah, that's my list.
Listen, man, all the range in UK music has come from South London. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
man.
it is.
I'm just saying.
It is.
I'm just saying.
Definitely agreed.
Chris?
Amazing.
How about you?
Alright, there's some that Peter already mentioned, but I'll repeat them. My album of the year was Bashy, Being Poor is Expensive. I previously wasn't the biggest Bashy fan. Chopper Chops for me was an amazing mixtape, but bar that, I wasn't a fan from Your Mum Volume 1 to what was the album, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire album?
Yeah, that was Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can, that was it. I wasn't the biggest Bashy fan. When I heard this, I said, not only has Bashy lyrically got better, when did Bashy have wordplay like this? I don't get it. The way he was playing with like oxymorons within like the same bar, I was like, when did this happen with Bashy, bro? And also is the retrospective stuff he's speaking on, like I felt like as if I lived in Northwest, West London. The way he's breaking it down to such a brink of where it's like, you are here with me on this circle, Hammersmith and City, like Hammersmith and Circle line. You are with me right here. We are walking through WNW. We're walking through Wembley. We're walking through all of these different, like Harrow. We're walking through everywhere. And I was like, this is amazing how you've been able to do this, and the subject matters of what he's covering. Not only just the typical social aspects of, you know, how ends was to where it is now, down to family dynamics, to, you know, even speaking about just like that man's mental health and well-being of how they were from then till now, and down to just the vulnerability that he showed on this album. And as well, the beat selection, I just looked and thought, Bashi, how were you able to do this, bro? This is a madness. Like,
what's your problem?
Like, why are you doing this, bro?
What's your problem?
At this time, and also you can tell who he's inspired. Like, he's inspired by his peers. Because when I heard this, I just heard, you're around Kano, you're around Wretch, you're around Gets, and I always say that I feel like grime is literally that class, if you want to say it. That there's two different sides. You've got the Boy Better Know side, and then you've got like that side of Kano, Wretch, Gets, Bashi. Like, you've got them, specifically them lot. And where they sit right now is like your elder statesmen, and you feel so proud of, yo, these are my elder statesmen, but they've moved with such elegance and class. You feel me? But then also we can relate to them. Like, Being Poor is Expensive, that song is probably my favourite song this year. Hands down, my favourite song this year. The soul, the reggae sample in it, come on.
Yeah.
But
Sweet Boys Turn Sour.
Sweet Boys Turn Sour.
That,
you could just proper relate to it. And that's the thing, is that we've got relatable music now. It's not always just, I'm just gonna walk in the room and kick your head in and I'm gonna beat your girl and I've got all these peas, and it's not that anymore. It's like we can really relate to this stuff. So yeah, Bashi, hands down with Being Poor is Expensive. Second as well, if I had like my 1A and 1B for favourite albums of the year, is Gets On Purpose with Purpose. I think that intro is
fire.
Absolutely amazing.
Talk about it.
That was actually my most listened to song this year on my Apple Music, but that intro just said it all. It's literally like him saying, this is the update of my life from conflict of interest till now. I'm just letting you know everything that's gone on. And again, it's that vulnerability, and it's like, Gets has mastered how to say more, saying less.
Yeah.
And just as well, I remember when because when I spoke to him about the album, he said to me, there's going to be a section of the album you might not like, because I know you just like bars.
But I love that part of the album that I think you're referring
That's
to.
my favourite part.
Yeah,
that's
man.
probably my favourite.
Like
Blessings.
Yeah,
Blessings is probably
man.
one of, besides from the intro, that's probably my favourite song of this album.
bro.
And when I told him, I said, you know, Blessings might be my favourite song, he said, what? You like that song? I said, bro, I love that song.
That's my favourite song after Mount Rushmore.
I love that song. Mount Rushmore was a moment. That was a moment, bro. Even down to Double Standards as well. That was a moment. And it's just, again, the elevation and growth of Gets, of where we've seen him from, you know, you could even go as far as saying from conflict of interest till here. It's like we are on this journey of life with him. And I'm just enjoying seeing this. And also as well, it's like he is very... He's taking a risk of where it's like, look, I know certain fans just want to hear me spit 101 bars over and over again, but no, I'm going to sing on this tune. Or no, I'm going to do this on this tune. And accept it and like it. And we actually like it, to be fair. So yeah, those two I had. I had Geordie, S&M as well. Geordie in this boom bap style of rapping is amazing, bro. It's amazing that Geordie can really rap.
Yeah, man.
He can really
Big time.
rap, and he's air for beats as well. And what I like with Geordie is that I think, again, he's shown a lot of vulnerability as well in this, of a sense of, I know people are concerned on wanting to make songs and things along these lines, but I'm just gonna rap. I'm just gonna rap and let you know what I really enjoy doing is rapping. I was so happy with S&M. One I had as a surprise, my late edition, was Parsalute, African Alien.
Okay.
I haven't sounded that yet.
Bad boy.
It's a banger.
Bad boy. See, Parsalute, yeah, I don't know what happened to him whilst he was incarcerated, but he came back with a vengeance. And he just had hit after hit after hit after hit. as soon as I heard that, what was the first tune?
Belly?
Yeah, Belly. Was that, and then after he had the Allergy tune.
Yeah, I
and,
remember that.
and the Allergy tune, I heard it was when Arsenal posted it. When Arsenal posted it, and I was like, what the hell is this song? I'm still kicking Labakayo Saka. I was like, what is this tune? I had to go in the comments and I saw, yeah, it was Pastor Lou. I said, yo, what is this rhythm? Then after I started listening to everything else, I said, Pastor Lou has not missed. And you know what's crazy? He's done Huss better than Huss has done Huss right now.
Listen, I hear it. I hear it.
Oh,
He filled that void that Huss was meant to fill. But he done it being just Pastor Lou.
The field that you thought he was going to like pursue a lot more after Big Conspiracy.
Yep.
yeah.
He kind of made his...
Exactly that.
He made it known he was kind of in that mode of like the revolutionary self-determination, black consciousness type of stuff.
Exactly that.
And Pa's he's carried on that mantle.
He's literally just been hit after hit with absolutely no misses. And then the last one, which was a big surprise to me, this was pretty late as well, because I heard this album just after it came out, was Scraps, Reflection.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
Do you know, really?
I didn't love it. No,
I really liked this album,
Yeah?
you know? I really liked this album. Reason being is I've always said I am a nines over Scraps person.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm a
weird.
Scraps over Nines person.
I'm usually a nines over Scraps person. So when I heard this album, I actually said, you know what? Scraps, you've actually given me more than what I wanted, to be fair. I've heard a different side to you that I actually enjoy. And also, because he has that such a nonchalant, mellow delivery, it's so hard. It's so hard to stay focused on listening and paying attention that usually you can just drift out to a point that comes great background music. But I was actually engaged from start to end. And even seeing him go toe to toe with Kano on the marathon.
Kano outside again, yeah.
And
He held his own.
he brought Kano outside because
held his own.
correct me if I'm wrong, Kano's already given us 2 verses this year. Mount Rushmore and Marathon. And with that was like, wow, you've actually gone toe to toe with Kano. Credit to you. Even when Scraps, when he done Twin Sisters, was credit to you. And the significance of knowing, obviously, him being part of SLK and knowing the history of Gets with SLK as well, Nasty with SLK, then it was like a moment, them two coming together, you know. So yes, that. But yeah, Reflection really, really surprised me. Honorable mentions I had Joe James with Beast Living. I think Joe James is so
cold.
He's cold.
He is so cold. He's created his own lane and own sound, and the only person that I've heard that I could probably say is within that realm as well is possibly Bex. Bex, but you have to go to old school Bex, of when she was more or less trying to do more grime rather than like the trappy alternative sound that she's more or less doing now. But yeah, Joe James is like a hybrid of everything that is UK, and flow wise he is so cold. He is so cold. Another one that I feel like I have to put this on here. I did enjoy it, but not as much as I enjoyed all the others, was Pot of Paper and M Honcho 36 Hours. That I did enjoy that project. But yeah, overall, yeah, those are the ones that I have.
I hear it, man. Well, I'll go next. I'll just mention the ones that have already been mentioned. These are just the albums I went back to throughout the year all the time. So I've got Bashi, Being Poor is Expensive. It's just got that timeless feel.
Yep.
Right out the gate, like you know what he's on. And for someone who released his last album 15 years ago, to come back and to sound as crisp as you sound, to sound as determined as you sound, to educate us, to inspire, as Peter said, to inspire us, to the aspirational content, the linear narrative from being, you know, your grandmother coming and just laying the foundation for your family, and then how that then translates into being a second generation immigrant in the 21st century, the lure of the streets, trying to find your way, you know, and whilst also maintaining the legacy that your grandparents and your parents like laid forth for you. Like, short and sweet, and it just so impactful. I mean, you're not gonna hear better rapping from the UK than on this album. And it just pays tribute to so many different things outside of rap, like the reggae, the dancehall, the culture, everything
Garage.
like that. Yeah, man, garage, all of that. So you could tell he's very much a student of the game, and you know, he just did not come to play at all. There's no reason why anybody who's been at the game this long should come back like this. There's no reason.
It was just so surprising.
Yeah.
So surprising. So
And the closest we saw was Kano when he came back with Made in the Manor.
But that wasn't even a surprise though, man.
Yeah, that wasn't good because it's Kane. Yeah. With Bashi was just like,
This guy's been acting for like the last 15 years, isn't it?
this is his best project.
Absolutely.
This is his best
Easily.
project. Easily his best project.
Out the gate. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, yeah, big up to Bashi. I've got Joe James, Beast Living. No filler, just straight bangers. And rapping at a high level. I mean, Joe James, he releases a lot of projects. He releases like 3 or 4 a year. None of them eclipsing more than maybe 20, 25 minutes. But it just means that he gets straight to the point. Beat selection is great. Like, I feel like even on this one, man, there's a song called Silence Speaks, and I had that on repeat from the minute I first heard it. It's so good. It's so good. He's getting tighter as well. I think maybe back in the day he might have been a bit more abstract. Now he's like tightening up the flows. The subject matter's on point. He's paying tribute to his daughter on this one as well. So there's a lot more emotion in it as well. Yeah, man, it's just an amazing project, man. And Joe James is arguably one of the best kept secrets in the UK. Like he's just too cold, man. Too cold. I got Kofi Stone, a man after God's own heart. Listen, Kofi took a 5-year hiatus, and it was worth the wait, man. He's easily one of the best storytellers in the game. Again, beat selection. You can tell he's a real student of the game, a real student of the 90s, the 2000s, and he molds himself in that style to the point where he's still carving out his own uniqueness. It's not as if he's like just a sheep following whatever that was. He's injecting his own experiences, his own, everything into his music. And in this, you get a lot of like, he's paying tribute to his mum. He's got King David flow where he's just going ballistic. Like, there's just so many pockets that he goes through. Like, he's speaking to his emotional side. He's speaking to, the black joy. He's speaking to his identity, his faith. Like, he's talking to so many aspects that we as like black people especially just go through on a daily basis. And he does it so well, so articulately, and so intricately as well. So yeah, man, it was very much worth the wait. And Kofi Stone is just an amazing rapper, man.
The album cover is one of my favorites that I've ever seen as well.
Ever?
Yeah, I love the album cover.
Damn. I hear it. No, it's a great album cover as well. So he's 2 for 2 as far as I'm concerned. Like, I still listen to his first album, and this one I'll be bumping, I know, for a while as well. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
cold, man.
I hear it.
You know what I mean?
Even the choirs at the beginning and the middle, the end, like,
Yeah,
man. I just love when albums are just simple, man. Follow a narrative, stick to the narrative, and Bob's your uncle.
Extremely consistent in that respect, isn't it?
That's it. That's all you need, man. So big up to him. I've also got Oscar World Peace, Mum Pray for Your Son. And I feel like this was a real step up for Oscar. Short and sweet as well. And it's an examination of his family, his wife, his child. It's about his loyalty to his family. It tells a story in that regard. It's got his kind of like trademark introspection, but it reaches new levels. I feel like he's just like in a pocket now where he really is confident as a rapper, as a producer as well, because he produced a couple on this as well. The features, Planet Giza, Chandressa, like they all like did their part as well. Never Know is a banger. Ferocious is a banger. And Shit is a banger. Ain't Tent. There's just so many. There's the soul samples. There's the soulful chopping. Like, he's one of those, and I think we said this to him in the podcast. Like, he's one of those rappers that doesn't have to say a lot.
Facts.
He says a lot with very little, and this is the best possible version of that. Like, no frills, no fuss, just straight to it. And yeah, man, Mum Pray for Your Son is a great project as well. And my last one, Lancey Foe, Len, and Femi Guerrero, Conglomerate.
God.
Now let me tell you why.
What's the names again?
It's just lots of fun, man. It's just lots of fun.
Distorted fun.
It's just distorted fun.
Fun.
It's distorted fun. It's
Always
great.
put it where-
It's great. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. You listen to it and you think, I'm not going to say that these guys can bar, but they're not bad rappers at all.
You know what?
There is wordplay.
There is actually wordplay in this.
There's a lot of wordplay.
There's a bit of
There's a
wordplay.
lot of wordplay. There's a lot of wordplay from all of them. I think where Lancey is kind of like the godfather of that kind of old trappy scene, like he gave Fimi and Len like that platform to just go for.
Do it.
I think there's like 13 tracks. I think Lancey is only in like 6 of them. and there's like two or three where all three of them are in it. This was very much a showcase for Len, but also for Fimi as well. Fimi is like a nice blend of Lancey and Len in the sense of like, he can be lyrical, but he can also get down on the kind of trap alternative vibe as well. And I feel like this was his take, man.
Did he come out after them?
Yeah, he was after them.
Yeah, he was after them. He was after them. So Lancey's been around for like a decade.
Yeah, facts.
Len close enough to that as well. And Fimi has been popping up for the last like couple years as well. And yeah, man, I think this also made history as well. Like, it's one of the few underground albums that you can say have actually charted. Like, I think it reached like top 20, top 21. So even that in itself, it reached new landmarks, not only for themselves as artists individually, but for the scene as a whole. Like, you've now got more eyes on that scene. So they've done their work on that, in that regard. What I love about this album, from the start of it, you've got flipping Sincere just chatting his shit at the end because they released it on Lizzie record, but he's just chatting his shit at the end of the first tune, and I'm just like, this is so great. Like, you wouldn't have thought of this. Like, it's such a juxtaposition, but it kind of just shows that it's a wider sign of the scene generally starting to pay attention to that scene. And I think the music holds up as well. There's so many bangers on there, even the deluxe as well, a few bangers on there as well. But yeah, man, listen, love the project. If you just want to while out, if you just want to like escape for a little bit, this is it, man. Excess, everything.
I'm gonna give it a listen.
I heard songs called Guerrero, man.
The Kings of Leon, Sex is on fire.
There was a Dr. Umar line as well. It was like,
wait, what?
Something's white, something's so white that Dr. Umar's calling me chatting shit. It's just like,
there's
bro.
bars
What is it? Some left field bars, innit? Some left field
I had 9 in the sprinter before I met Central C. Like, bro,
Say that
easy.
again?
I had 9 in the sprinter before I met Central C.
See,
barring. That's Len. And that's Len. They bar, bro.
You want to hate on it?
I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying, bro.
That gets a little bang.
This is what.
bang.
Listen. Beyond the music, cool if you're not a fan of the music, but them as rappers, Lancey's gotten so much better. Len proved a lot of us wrong on this tape as well. And Fimi, this was very much his
For me, Fimi was the star of this, you know.
Fimi was the star, man.
Yeah, I'm actually going to listen to this again.
You should, man.
You
should.
No, I'm gonna listen.
You should, man. You should.
One of them called Guerrero.
Fimi
Guerrero.
I lie, actually, that still.
No, any albums that you guys name that I haven't heard, I'm gonna.
Fimi Guerrero.
So, yeah.
I'm actually going to check it out.
Yeah, man. Big up those guys. Honorable mentions. I got Heady One, the last one. I like that project. I think there's a lot of bangers on there. So Heady has been kind of inconsistent throughout his career, but I feel like
You think?
a little bit. I think from Music and Road onwards, Edna I wasn't the biggest fan of Edna. The last one was great. I liked Strength to Strength as well with K-Trap. Gang, I won't say I liked it that much, but
I respect the
but
approach.
I respect
I respect the bravery.
Yeah, I respected the bravery. I respected the
bravery of
bravery.
Gang.
So I feel like he's very much someone who
Even though
artistically,
Charades might be one of his best songs he's ever done.
yeah. Listen, him and FKA Twigs, you never thought it was possible. You know what I'm saying?
Him
But,
and Charades is his best song ever.
yeah. So I feel like he gets.
Too Loyal for My Own Good, but I think the problem was with that,
Yeah.
it was very slow.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
very,
I
it was a
wasn't
very,
a fan of
very
that.
slow. It was a very slow project.
Like, he has real high highs, like Music and
Yeah.
Road, The One, those ones, and then they're the wobbles. But this one, I really enjoy, man. I think you get the best of everything you like about Eddie on the last one. So yeah, man, I like that one. I've got Geordie, S&M. Yeah, man. Wonder Kid was on my rotation heavy, the most generous.
Wonder Kid.
Wonder Kid is
Jamie
different.
floated
I'm
as
so
well.
happy when
Wonder
that
Kid
yeah.
is different.
Jamie floated.
Yeah, Jamie went crazy on there.
No, Wonder Kid was dead, yeah.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, man, big up Geordie. And my last one is Sibo, Lambeth, not LA. Sibo is a rapper from South, I believe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
seemingly he just popped out of nowhere, but he gave us a really rich, really good project that, like,
I saw that a lot on Twitter when that album came out.
yeah.
And it was mainly
dope,
the
man.
artwork that has got to me first.
Yeah.
I thought it
It's
was very
basically just
eye-catching.
him looking at the Welcome to Lambeth sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really, really dope project. There's a song on there, I think, If Icarus Was from Brixton, and it tells a story about his drug addict uncle and his attempt to trying to get back into Sibo's life. It's really, really well done. And he's just one
That
of
sounds interesting.
yeah, man.
Oh,
He's
that sounds
really good.
Sounds like a song title that
He's
Peter
really
will
good.
come
He's also one of the funniest tweeters that we've got as well. So yeah, man.
Salute to him.
So big up to him as well. And that's me.
I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet, just because once you go last, you've kind of heard everything that's been said in it to a certain degree. So my favorite album this year was Bashy. Surprise, surprise. One thing, and like I said, I'm just gonna essentially repeat sentiments in it. But one thing,
sentiments.
What did you say?
All sentiments.
Just couldn't let me continue.
Respect my guy, man.
Can I continue my soliloquy? What was the thing? But like, one thing with me is, I love to see my rappers grow, and they grow with their music. And when someone's taking such a long gap, it's always a gamble, because you remember what you used to, and you've got a certain idea in your mind of what you want to hear when they come back. And then when you just, to me, but yeah, no, we were also saying, yeah. So with me, I just love to see my rappers grow. Like, that's the one thing I value more than anything else. The age I'm getting at to now, I don't want to hear my rappers talking about what they were talking, because we're roughly around the same age. Like, I'm 32, I'm sure Bashy's got 35, 34 of them ages. So when you just hear the vulnerability, talking about when he used to be a bus driver, talking about the way people used to speak about it, the vulnerability about his life, why he left music for a little while, whatever. I cherish that more than anything else. Maybe more so than the bars at this point I am in life now. I think I'd value the story you tell me and the picture you paint more than just me getting excited over a double entendre or a triple and going, oh, guy, look at the way. Because Bashy's been doing that. Like, I remember his F64s was him just doing hell lot of double entendres just for fun. Like, that was his thing. Like, you just throw double entendres out there and it is what it is. But it would never make sense. Like, it wouldn't be cohesive. Like, he would just be rapping for the sake of rapping. So for this one, he gave me everything I wanted. Second, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like everyone else, I had Gets on Purpose with Purpose. Same thing. Like, I remember when Gets was Ghetto, and he was rapping 100 miles per hour. Like, he was just rapping 100 miles per hour with everything just jangling, just bare chains jangling. No, tell me. I just remember that. Like, what was it
Animated
again?
and that,
It was again.
energetic and that.
I'm top 3 selected. You are not me. It's 3 must be on the guest list.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one with him, Wiley, Skepta, and they're all outside?
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he's just
when it's on the skates.
Yeah,
on the
so it's
skates,
like-
yeah.
Yo, before you continue, I've got a quick take.
Ghetto
Do you think Merkston helps smoothing out Gets his flow?
Bruv, Merkston is the reason why we have got this ghetto today.
He's Mr. Miyagi.
He is, isn't it?
Yes.
Mr. Miyagi. He's Mr. Miyagi.
Sorry,
like,
as you were.
No, I was saying. So like, I think if you show someone Gets today, and then you play them Ghetto, they're gonna think it's 2 different people. And that's the highest compliment I can give a rapper, is when I play you what you was before to what you are now. Slow down, laid back. It's like you said, you're singing, you're giving me different stuff. You're talking about your past. Like, to me, the maturation that they've both showed me, more so with Gets, because I think Bashy took such a time off, and I've seen Gets has been ever present in our face. So you're seeing it in real time with projects that's coming out, tapes that's coming out, freestyles. I can't give him a better compliment. Like, he's forced his way into my Rushmore. Like, Gets has really forced his way into my top 5, like, all time. Like, he solely just off hard work and just continuation of getting better. He's never rested on his laurels. And I don't want to go back to the Graham topic, but we've seen legends rest on their laurels. We've seen them not want to get better. We've seen them be like, yo, I've done my work. Like, they will still rap, but they're not trying to get better. I think Gets has actively, over the last 4, 5, 6 years, he's made it a thing, and I think he takes it upon himself. So like, I can't give him a higher compliment than that. Then, bro, the difference between you and then is night and day, man. It's night and day. Like, you're so much smoother with your music now, so much smoother. Third, I had Geordie S&M. Geordie surprised me, because I wouldn't say I listened to Geordie's music heavy before. So I wouldn't say I knew of Geordie on a mad thing before. And then we had him on the pod, and then I listened to the album, and I was like, yeah, I like when I see young people taking reins. I like when I see young people take the reins of this, and you know it's in safe hands. And the best compliment I could give him, the shit's in safe hands with him. Like, album was dope to me, man. Can't lie, like, it was actually it was so weighty. I think we reviewed that one, but I think we even spoke about it. Like, it was so dope to me. And then as an honourable mention, because I didn't have that many, I'll be real, I kind of struggled with it. And then honourable mention, I had 36 hours, Potter. And that as an honourable mention. But that's just, I wouldn't. Them 3 to me are the 3 that are. I can't think of anything that comes close to those 3. I think I've got those 3 at a level, and then anything I name post that is just not close. But I'm essentially repeating the same things that you guys said to a certain degree. But that's my 3, man. I've got two legends that's gotten better as time goes on, which is the scariest thing for the world. And then one guy who, well, the future's bright on his hands. Like, he's got it.
I hear it, man. I hear it.
I'm surprised we had Geordie.
What
do you say?
I'm surprised we had Geordie.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just surprised.
You know when it comes, by the way, you know what's gonna surprise you?
Go on.
Oh my days! When it comes to the non-rap section, I've got one album. Oh, if you're ready for this one album, yeah. Oh my.
We're jumping the gun a little bit, sir.
Yes.
We're gonna stay in the UK for a little bit now.
Javi.
Okay, and we're going to spill out our favorite rappers of the year from the UK. Chris, you want to go first?
Yeah. Do I need to say why or just?
Please do.
Okay. Gets, I've pretty much said. Reason why is just aside from everything that we've heard on Purpose with Purpose, also the innovative move with him and Rukid.
Yeah.
I think that is the future of music, of how we'll consume music.
Break that down for
moving
people.
forward. So what it is that him and Rukid have refused to put their new album on DSPs. That is a hardware device. So with this device, what you do is you can only get it if you went to one of his intimate shows. Like he had 3 in London, he's got 1 in Liverpool, and spoiler that he's going to be putting it. I think he'll be putting it online as well for people to buy. But with that device, you literally just put it on the top of your phone, and then you can hear the album. But the thing is, you can't copy and paste the link to anybody. There's no QR code or anything. Like you just need this device. And shout out to Taser Sancho, good guy, good clean-hearted guy. That he was the one that's created this. And with this device, literally, it's just put on top of your phone, and then you can hear everything. But the only thing is, you can't refresh your phone. Like if you refresh the page, that you lose it.
Wait, what?
That you need to have this device with you all the time, pretty much, if you want to hear it. You have to have the device. So yeah, it's gone back to the days of where, CDs.
So essentially, yeah.
It's pretty much just that. So I think that's the innovative move that I think a lot of musicians will be emulating moving forward. Along with that, he had Supercell, was amazing on that series as
I'm
well.
still yet to see that.
Was absolutely amazing in that series, and I think he's just grown as just a person. Bashi, same thing as well. I think that is unbelievable, the type of album he gave us. That's the only word I can use, is unbelievable, the type of album that he gave us. Another person I had on there as my third, so I got 5, is Scorcher. I think Scorcher restored the feeling again. And we got Winner's Flow Scorcher.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
We got Skywalker, Dark Knight on top of the roof type
man.
Scorcher.
Yeah, bro.
That's exactly who we got at this moment of time. And also what I liked with Scorcher is that he didn't mind making mistakes in front of us. He went on the rinse set. He didn't do too well on the rinse set, if we do say so, honestly. But it's like he got better and better and better and better. It's like, okay, all right, I need more mic training, so I'll do this. All right, cool. After that, that's when we got a Behind Bars. Then that's when we got the Daily Duppy again. Then he went on to DJ AG, then a Madness. And after he gave us probably one of the best Voice of the Streets freestyles this year.
That shit was disgusting.
That he went absolutely mad on Voice of the Streets. That I have that as my best Voice of the Streets freestyle this year.
That's what it is, yeah.
And yeah, I think that with Scorcher is that he restored that feeling again. And credit to him for getting that mobile. Because he just showed what he done right there was prime Man United Chicharito 89th, 90th minute.
This guy.
That's exactly what it was. It was that last minute winner out of nowhere. That's exactly what Scorcher done this year. Another person I've got is Shy Cartier. I think that she has been the breath of fresh air we needed. And it is so good to hear a female rapper do it and be like a hybrid of everything she's heard. I hear Shy Cartier, and the first thing I think of is not only were you a grime fan, but also you were the biggest drill fan. I could tell you had Miz or Mac on repeat. You had Harlem Spartans on repeat.
Somewhat scary.
And it's but it's what I love with her is her braggadociousness.
Yeah.
And it's just like the affirmativeness of when you need to speak, shut up. Like, bro, she is London.
I saw a tweet that said that she rhymes like she's telling you off.
Yes, that is her, bro. That is her. But yeah, Shy Cartier goes in, man. She's definitely the breath of fresh air that we needed. 5 goes to Parsaloo. Again, I feel like he came back with a vengeance. Everything I previously mentioned. And I'll say my honourable mentions were Joe James, as stated earlier on. Catch, again, I think she was another breath of fresh air. And just, but one thing is that I don't like with real rap, just because you have believability, that I have to rate you and you have to be good. No. Like, bro, you can have believability, but
be shit.
We had bare of that.
You love believability.
We had bare of that.
My believability is same thing. You have to.
You have to be talented. You have to be good. Like,
But preface that, if they're good, I still need believe in it.
yeah, and I feel like Catch has both. Catch is super talented. That I look forward to hearing more of her within the new year. And I know this won't be to Mo's liking, but I also had as an honourable mention Central C.
Okay. Listen, man.
I'm so glad you said that, man.
Central C. I had,
you're a hater.
yeah.
I'm actually not. So he's a young
You
brother
are,
getting
yeah.
his money, man. Well, I can never hate on a young kid getting his money.
Bro, that CC freestyle?
Is cold. And honestly, I know that some people will scrutinise me for this. Did it first. I love his verse on there, man. And I love the beat for Did It First as well. I think Did It First.
Yeah, did it first.
It's such a cold instrumental.
It's cool. It's cold.
It's so
It is
cold.
cold. It is cold.
But
I
yeah.
love the mandem. I actually love the mandem. I swear to God.
But yeah, those are the ones that I had.
I hear it, man. I can go next. So I've got Bashi as well.
Yeah.
I just think it's the best comeback we've seen in years, and it was worth its weight in gold. And it'd be very interesting to see if he carries on doing music. I don't know if this is giving him the taste again, or maybe he's just gonna go back to acting. But whatever he does, I'll definitely be watching, and hopefully we won't have to wait another 15 years. I've got Geordie as well. I mean, he's just been very consistent since the start of, I think it was SMH. I think that was the first project, to KMT to now SNM. Like, he's just been super duper consistent. Profits in their own town. Like, he's got arguably one of the best catalogs going for a new artist in the UK. And yeah, maybe interesting to see, you know, what a Geordie album looks like a 12, 13 tracker, what that looks like and how it sounds. But definitely going to be looking forward to that one. I've got Joe James as well. As I said, I think he's one of the UK's best kept secrets, and I think he just gets better and better. I think more people need to tap in because you get so much listening to him. I've got Oscar Wilde Peace as well. Like I said, I think he unlocked a new level of his artistry as well as his rapping ability. So salute to him. And Kofi Stone as well. Yeah, as I said, one of the best storytellers in the game. Yeah, man, he's just really, really impressed me. Like, I was always a fan from even the first project, but yeah, man, he came out with a vengeance as well. So salute to him. And I ain't got no honorable mentions. Mo?
Kind of same with you, man. I had Gets, Bashi. Let me just double check. I had Gets, Bashi, Geordie, and I had Kofi Stone as well. Based on me not knowing him and then listening to him and listening to the album. So I had those four. Don't have an honorable mention, unfortunately. If I did say honorable mention, who would be my honorable mention? I'll be real, I'm trying to be selfish and think of a Somali rapper. Just a shout out Somali rapper.
You can't say we won race. I don't know what they were doing.
They?
He.
Actually, you know what? That's a good shout. Shout out to We Won Race. He dropped a song about 5 months ago.
What about Born Trappy?
Shout out to Born Trappy. Shout out to Kwali as well.
Cold.
Yeah, let me get this out actually. Shout out to Kwali. Shout out to Born Trappy. Shout out to We Run Race. Shout out to K9. And that's my honorable mentions.
K9. When's the last time K9 dropped anything? You see, you don't even know. Peter?
Pete?
Mine are a reflection of the albums that I loved, innit? So I obviously got Scorcher. Actually, no, he wasn't really listening to the albums, but yeah, like Capo said, man, I just think I think lyrical performance wise, man, he just had a fantastic year, man. He didn't let us down at all, and like you said, he restored the feeling, man. Like, it was that authentic street grime that we love, man. He hasn't lost a step either. Do you know what I mean? And I think like what maybe hasn't been spoken about enough is just how classy he's kept all of his appearances, all these interviews, even whilst doing all these freestyles. I just think he's conducted himself in such a classy way, man. So Scorch, Bashi as well. I don't know what to say that hasn't already been said. The album was just disrespectfully good. Just superb rapping. It's just everything in it. And Bashi's always been one of my favourites, man. Like, so I guess seeing him at this point is just yes, sort of thing in it. So there's him. There's Kofi Stone, who I think lyrically is just. I mean, he's always been nice, but I think this year I think putting together the album he did is just kind of taken it up another notch. So he's in there as well. Gets, because it's Gets, man. Like he's top 2 in it. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's one thing to be lyrically sharp, but it's another thing to continuously grow in your album making ability as well, which is what he's still doing, even with all this amount of time in the game, innit? So there's Gets, and then Geordie, man. Geordie's just Geordie, man. He's just been one of my favourite rappers of the year. So yeah,
Makes sense.
I hear it. Any honorable mentions?
Nah, man.
I hear you, man. Cool. Well, we're gonna move stateside now, and we're gonna talk about our favorite albums from the US this year. Mohammed, would you like to start?
Yeah, why not? Actually, so surprise, surprise. My favorite album this year. Well, not favorite. Let me just say number one is GNX. I think it's more so because it's what I've been waiting for. Like, in all due respect, give me an album about nothing. Like, I don't want to hear no story. Like, just give me nothing. Like,
No therapy.
no therapy. No, just rap. Like, just
No
rap
heat-
about
no-
music.
no-
jazz.
no
Like,
concept,
no
no-
concept,
no
no
healing.
nothing.
Yeah.
One song Scrabble Up, the other song Tupac. One song Man in the Mirror, the other song You've Got a Guy Telling Me About
Man
It.
in
Def Jam poetry.
I just want to hear no Thundercat,
You know,
no,
I wanna hear
none of that, bro.
no Robert
No,
Casper,
but
no
now-
nothing.
I want to hear one guy tell me at 15 he was riding. He had what is it? Bandanas like Taliban. And then one song. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And I think, and even with the ones that he was rapping his ass off, man. Man at the Garden, he was rapping his ass off. Reincarnated, whacked out murals.
Half past 6.
Half past 6 to me is hot take. Half past 6 is top 2 hearts for me. It's either half past 2 or half past 6. One of them two. Half part 2 is phenomenal.
Three?
To me. 3's up there, but I love half part 2. Like,
Half
I
Part 2 is
love
the
half
best.
part 2.
Yeah, that's the best
I
part.
think
But I
5.
think the only reason why,
Marvin Gaye sample.
yeah, with Nipsey, but the only reason why I think I love half part 6, it gave me closure as a fan. Does that make sense? Like, it completed the
About
story for
Black
me.
Hippie.
Yeah, like he told me why it didn't go, and it's all his fault, and I can live with that. But it's just everything came full circle.
Oh,
Especially
is Hot Series done now?
no, as in the
wow.
Black Hippie movement.
Oh, I was about to
No,
say.
no. As in the Black Hippie movement, like it came full circle as to me knowing what happened,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
him just
yeah.
explaining the start. So yeah, just summary. Yeah, I've got GNX there. I've got Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q. This is one that I've been waiting for. I'll be real. Like, I've been waiting for Schoolboy Q to come outside for a little while, and I think I don't know if you guys have listened to the album. It's the most introspective I've heard him. I think. Period.
Is it more introspective than Blank Faces?
Yeah. To
Okay.
me, like, I think I've heard him talk about dealing with death on this album. I heard him talk about drug addiction in this album. I've heard him. He spoke about everything. There was like, I think I've got there was Blue Sides and Grammy '88 was the two that stuck to me the most.
Germany.
What did you say?
Germany, yeah.
Yeah, I think spell check. Those were two.
Word
that,
check.
What did you say? Word check. Yeah, so Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips was the one, because I was waiting for so long and it was so introspective. I fucked with it heavy. Like, I think if GNX didn't come out, that would have been my favorite album of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've had that on rotation. I think since Oxymoron, I haven't had a Schoolboy Q album in rotation like this. So it's been a little while since I've had Schoolboy Q continuously. I'll be real. So like,
Blank Faces wasn't.
what'd you say?
Blank Faces wasn't. It was,
I didn't.
Whoa.
you know, it was a good project, but I feel like there was certain things in there that we didn't really need.
I feel you.
Certain
Fair
songs in
enough.
there we didn't need.
I didn't. I'll be real. To me, I wasn't here for it. I'll be real about it. Wait, what does that mean?
Carry on.
I apologize, Yemi. So yeah, I've got that second. Third, I've got Rapsody. Please Don't Cry. Rapsody is. If Rapsody isn't the greatest female rapper of all time, it's just at this point where now we're doing it for show.
Oh, wow.
I think
That's a take, innit?
I'll be real. I think it's for show at this point now. I think rapping ability, discography, everything. Would you?
No, look at Chris's face, bro.
You can screw me, bro. I think Rapsody.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
disagreeing
you're
with
thinking
you.
about
I'm
it.
more
You're
like
thinking about it.
raw. No, I'm proper thinking.
Bro, like if you everything encompassed, I think she's got an argument to be the greatest female rapper of all time. I think she's one of the GOATs today, period, out of everyone rapping. Wow. If you line up 10 rappers to me, I don't think you can give me 10 male or female rappers that are better than Rapsody over the last 5-6 years. I don't
You
think
might be. Yeah.
I don't
Now
think,
you
yeah,
might be right.
I don't
yeah,
think you give me, and I don't think there's another. And I don't want to keep saying female because I generally don't want to put in that character. I don't want to do that. So I don't want to do it. But I don't think there is been another woman that's had these many albums back to back to back to back. I don't think anybody has had these many projects back to back to back. So yeah, I'm gonna stand on it.
You might be chatting,
Yeah.
bro.
Now
and still has stuff to talk
I
about.
still have to I'm telling you that. I
Yeah.
think I brought down some notes here. Like she had a bar where she goes, I want rock boy to hot boy to hit boy, then big boys. Y'all threw racks at me, I threw back asteroids. Don't piss me the fuck off here, bro. Like, come on, man. Like Rapsody I'm gonna stand on it. I think she's the greatest ever. Like the greatest woman rapper of all time. I'm gonna stand it. I think at this point now it's not by accident. It's not by accident. Like one album cool, like two. Bro, this
I think the only thing she's missing is probably a Grammy.
and I don't care for that.
And she's been nominated.
Yeah,
right?
like
she's been nominated,
and
yeah.
I don't, like I personally don't care for that. Like she gave me, like she linked up with, like this gave me everything. She linked up with Erica Badu. I'm pretty sure Wayne was on the album if I remember
Yeah, Wayne was
correctly.
on the album, yeah.
Hit Boy produced a couple songs.
Yeah, Asteroids.
Like
It told
like,
a story as well.
like
that album as well.
it fully did. So it's like she went places that she went out of her comfort zone, and then every time she's been on a track with, she smoked Cole, smoked Wayne. Like she smokes people that are on her song for fun. So yeah, Rapsody.
Layla's wisdom to Eve to please don't go. Yeah.
Like, tell me another person that's got
I gotta think about that one.
That's a crazy. That's a crazy.
Bro, that's why I was
crazy
just so
collection.
silent. I'm just looking at him.
Like,
Yeah,
what I'm talking about
think
encompass, not just pen to paper. I'm talking about every
Yeah,
encompass.
yeah.
Body of work, bars.
Because her last 3 albums have
Bro,
been
come on, it's been one of them ones. Like she ain't missed. To me, she ain't missed. I think
Layla's Wisdom, Eve.
Layla's
yeah.
Wisdom. I think Eve I had on album of the year. I think when we said it, I had.
That was a good album.
And so every
Bro,
year
yeah,
she's dropped
facts.
something. Every
Yeah.
year she's dropped an album. It's been one of my top 5 albums of the year. So if you're doing that, and your 3 albums, and every
Yeah.
single one is there, you're doing something I've never seen. Like I've never seen what she's
Hey,
doing.
mind you, she had a fire Gangster Girls as well, man.
Talk about it,
She
bro.
had a fire
And
Gangster Girls.
I ain't even heard that.
And she's had my favorite. She had my favorite freestyle this year. Her LA Lakers freestyle. Is my
Yeah.
favorite freestyle this year. Like,
Yeah.
her LA Lakers freestyle is my favorite.
I mean, between her and Capadonna's
Yeah, that's
on the radar.
fairs. But like,
went absolutely mad.
Said no one ever.
It's a Capadonna.
Capadonna
Said
went
no
absolutely-
one
he
ever.
went absolutely mad. Capadonna went absolutely
You know he did a
mad.
gig at the Fox and Firkin in Lewisham.
He was taking a piss.
He did, bruv. Like 100 cap
taking a
like
piss.
venue. He did a gig at the Fox and I couldn't believe my eyes when I was driving past that place and I saw Capadonna.
Respect Capadonna. I still listen to
Capadonna
Winter
the Great,
Wars,
bro.
man.
The Pillage is still one of the greatest albums. It's still one of the greatest
Said
albums.
no one.
You know what's mad?
Pillage.
You know what's so mad?
real.
That might have been one of the best. If
Real
you're looking,
albums.
for solo albums,
yeah, I'm with you here, man.
after Iron Man,
Yeah.
Let these
after
guys- let these
Cuban
guys-
Link,
let these guys
Yeah.
come.
and guess what? The Pillage is better than Takao.
Oh, bro, I don't know,
The Pillage
man.
is better than Takao. Takao was a fucking shit album.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you're not saying-
Maybe
you're
not-
not- yeah, that's not a lot. It's not a lot to be better than Takao.
Fucking
It's
shit
not a lot to be
album.
better than Takao. to be
And the sound quality is horrible.
Yeah. The sound quality was terrible.
Anyway, Mo,
So, yeah, sorry.
Apologies. Shout out to Capadonna. But yeah, so I think I said Blue Lips, GNX, Rapsody. Please don't cry. Rapsody is the greatest woman rapper of all time.
Damn.
She's one of the GOATs, period, in my opinion. You can't give me another rapper that's had 3. Like, you can't give me other rappers. But when you think about, sorry, I know I'm going a bit of a tangent. When you even give me guys that do 3 back to back, we place them on a high pedestal.
Yeah.
Why don't we do the same with Rapsody?
No, it's true.
Like,
Yeah,
That's true.
talk heavy.
It's like we're hesitant to put her
Talk
on.
heavy.
That's very
Like,
true.
So yeah, to her, I'll put her there. The 4th one I've got here now. I want to preface I'm not a fan of his, but the album done something to me. Like I don't know what it done. Like it just made my body start moving when I didn't want it to.
I have a feeling I know what you're
I think I
saying.
know where you're
Bro,
going.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I've got Gunna here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
yeah,
by that.
fair enough.
No, but I don't listen to. Yemi, have you heard me listen to Gunna in your life?
No.
I've never listened to Gunna. Like never. This is the first album I ever sat on Gunna in my life.
But
I
you
wasn't-
fuck with all them.
I wasn't even there for Gunna.
Never like
Babies.
DS4.
Bro, I wasn't there for Gunna. I missed. The only one I was there for was him and Baby. Is that
That's a Drip
Drip
to
or
Hard
Drop?
album,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like, I missed the whole Gunna phase. But then I think I sat on this album, and it might just be because of what's going on with him, and Thug and all that, and then just intrigue in it. And then I realized something. He was the Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
He was the one that was holding the little baby, whoever else was around. Maybe not Young Thug, because Young Thug could do it by himself. But little baby, he definitely was the one that was holding him up. Yeah, this album, it was different. Like it genuinely was different. I didn't know what I was gonna expect, and it's not bar heavy. It's nothing like that. Like, it's nothing like. It's just hella like. It just get you in a good mood. It makes you feel good. And also, there's times where he's genuinely talking, and you can listen to it. If you could get past his sound, you can listen to him rap. And that's what I feel like it is with a lot of these guys. And I feel like the same with Young Thug. If you could get past Young Thug's sound, you can actually hear some of these men can bar. It's not about just putting words together. Gunna is one of them ones where I think he can bar when he wants to. So yeah, I've got Gunna there. And then I've got, now the reason why I'm laughing is because I don't know if I want to say honorable mention if I want to put this 5th, yeah. But anyway, 5th, I've got We Don't Trust You, Metro and Future.
Okay.
That's my shit.
Yeah,
I can't lie to you, man.
yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
real. Like, if I did go gym, I would have went gym today. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, I've got those 5 honorable mentions. I've got Common and Pete Rock, and then my last honorable mention. And I think the reason why I'm putting him here is because I feel like battle rappers have no right to make good albums.
Yeah.
They have no right to.
Talk about it.
And I think Geechee did.
Yeah.
I think Illuminati
is a very good album.
Is solid. Like it is
A very good album.
It's arguably one of the best I've heard from a rapper. Sorry, from a battle rapper. I'll say
Battle
Surf's
rapper-wise,
Newark
yeah.
to Newark. Maybe Surf Newark is better. That's the only one I can really think of off the top of my head. And the one with him and Mozzie.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I fuck with Mozzie.
yeah, like Surf and Mozzie's got a joint tape that's cold. So I've got Geechee got Iluma got there as well. Just of the sheer fact that like it's good music. Sonically it sounds nice. There's a couple boom bap production on there, couple southern production on there. It's swaying. It's what you said about earlier as well, the believability, but also being able to rap. And Geechee gives me that in abundance. He gives me the believability, and he knows how to rap, and he's comfortable in himself. That's one thing about him. He's comfortable in himself. So yeah, do you want me to repeat it one last time?
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. That was
Thank you.
my rap. Okay. I do something to you personally, me like.
P.
Oh, did I do something to you?
P. Please.
I didn't even say salam alaikum.
That was a pure accident, and they're trying to play victim. PR, please.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff be at the house, bro.
Oh man, that's funny. Who have I got on my list, man?
Chat to me.
Alright, let me start off with Kendrick, GNX. That's definitely on my list. I think when we first listened to it together and we reviewed it, I wasn't sure. I think because it was such a left turn from maybe what I was expecting, or maybe even hoping, I wasn't really sure how to take in what I was listening to at the time, innit? And then obviously I went away and had a bit more time to listen to it. And then I just accepted it for what it was, which is just slap after slap after slap after slap.
It's about nothing.
And I think I needed that. My brain needed to kind of adjust. No, in a sense, in compared to like his other albums, innit? I think it was like conceptually, it was about nothing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just love the album, man. It's just quite pure for me, man. Just pure raps and just slaps in it, just banger after banger after banger.
Hey now.
I think the energy, the renewed energy that I feel like he's come off on the back of the battle with Drake, definitely impacted how I received the album as well. Because I think after the first time we listened, I think I went back and listened to the diss tracks, and then I listened to the album, and it felt different. I was like, okay, yeah.
You think it's a victory lap?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was definitely a victory lap. It still felt like a mixtape to me.
Same.
I think when we initially spoke about it, I said that. It still very much feels like that. And maybe that's also what has been in me kind of accepting it for what it is. Maybe that mixtape feel in it, which probably has lessened my expectation of what it should be too. But generally, I thought it was a really, really good project though, man. One of my favourites that I've been listening to like since it's come out. There's that. And then there's Common Pete Rock, Auditorium Volume 1. That's my bag, innit, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always rooting for the Soulquarians as well, man. So any member of the Soulquarians that can pop out and just give me a great album, you know I'm going to root for, innit?
Any opportunity to mention this.
I'm just saying, innit? And Common in 2024 still sounds like super fresh, man. And Pete Rock in 2024 is still like such an amazing producer, bro. And like sonically from front to back, it just sounds amazing, man. And Common's just barring as he does, innit? So I just love that album. I probably listen to that like the most out of all the albums on my list. Freddie Gibbs.
Sorry, real quick. No, I sounded that recently, and that's why I added it. I sounded the Common Pete Rock one.
Yeah,
recently,
man.
I think like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no.
Like, yeah, fam, different.
Superb, man. Got Freddie Gibbs. You Only Die Once as well.
Shock.
Gibbs has been a bit of a funny one for me, man, because I feel like before his whole Benny the Butcher debacle, man, I think I had him. I placed him in like a realm where it's like, yo, man, like this guy's real. I believe him. Do you know what I mean? He's tough. He raps hard, and his ear for beats is just like amazing. And then the Benny thing happened.
He was on my run as well, mind you.
Yeah,
He's on my
man.
run, yeah, because he's got arguably 2 classics.
Yeah.
Possibly 3.
3. He's got the Currency joint.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, then 4.
4. Because he's got the Currency, Bandana,
Fetty,
Pinata, Fetty, yeah. And then the Alchemist thing.
and the Alchemist one.
Alfredo.
We calling those
Alfredo.
classics. You calling you calling them classics?
They're gonna be.
You think he's got 4 classics, Pete?
They're amazing albums.
4 classics, bro.
Bandana,
They're flawless
Bandana
albums.
and
I'm gonna say that.
Bandana and Pinata are classics.
They are flawless
Bandana's
albums.
100. Pinata's 100% a classic.
Bandana's definitely a classic.
Bandana was a classic.
Bandana. I love Bandana. I love it more than Pinata, to be fair. So yeah.
Yeah, same. But yeah, man, I was really like happy to hear this album, man. Like again, I think on the back of the whole Benny thing, he kind of took an L with me in that respect. I think just as far as like perception, so I wasn't really sure musically where he was gonna go, which even really shouldn't be the case because music is music, innit? Whatever happens outside of music is do you know what I mean, the street shit, whatever. But I don't know, we're in a culture where that can sometimes play a part in it. But like the album was just super, super strong for me, man. I think the fact that he didn't go to Alchemist or Madlib and was still able to pick as amazing beats as he did, I think it's just kind of like kudos to him as far as like his ear for picking the beats. And yeah, man, the rapping was just Freddie Gibbs doing Freddie Gibbs, man. So there's that. That's 3 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got 2 more. Who have I got? Got mach-hommy.
Shock.
Rich Ass Haitian. I love
It's hard
mach-hommy.
to get into mach-hommy, you know.
Huh?
I'm gonna try and get into mach-hommy.
Bro, yeah, man. He's one of them ones, man. I think lyrically, I don't really know if there's anyone rapping better than him right now, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I like the fact that he's so like unapologetically like Haitian too, man. He reps it like throughout all his music, all of that, man. Like he incorporates like the language into it as well, and it's just like obviously he wears the Haitian flag bandana. Do you know what I'm saying? So like he's just really authentically like himself and from his culture and that. And then musically, I think he took a bit of a left turn, didn't it? You saw him like collab with like K Tronada as well, which was great. Him rapping with Black Thought was surprising for me as well, and obviously Black Thought's my favorite rapper, so I loved that. But even sonically, it kind of felt very different to the albums I'd heard previously. I feel like this one wasn't as minimalistic as what I'm used to from him. And yeah, man, it works for him. I think like it felt like there was a lot more going on with the instrumentals, and I think I like that for him, man. And lyrically, you're always gonna get what you.
He's got a voice for it too.
Yeah, man. I think like he's got one of the best voices as well, man. Like he raps from like a certain part of his throat that's like it just sounds mad, and I think it's just amazing. I think like him, Dre, like they've got like that depth to their vocals that I think allows the lyrics to sound even more pristine than they do, innit? So that's on there as well. And then I got Sky Zoo, Man of a Saint Deluxe album. So that album's about Snowfall. And
wow.
Yeah. He basically raps from the perspective of Franklin Saint.
That's sick.
Yeah, so
Wait, what's it called?
Man of a Saint.
Okay.
So he's got the first version, then he's got the deluxe. And this is the deluxe that came out this year. The original version came out last year. And yeah, man, storytelling's just amazing, man, on the backdrop of like some soulful, like jazzy instrumentals and Sky Zoo just doing what he does. Yeah, man, I couldn't ask for anything else, man. And like this particular version of the album was covering the last season of Snowfall.
Most overrated finale of all time.
Yo, man.
Keep your opinions to yourself, innit?
I'm kissing my teeth as I actually agree with you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, well, you agree?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, man.
Thank you, sir. They were talking about my heart was broken. My hand was broken. Brother, come on.
Bro, but I think this album kind of touches on that, though, man. The emotions that I felt on those last few episodes, like, I felt that in this album, and I didn't expect Sky Zoo to give me that. I didn't think he could. I think it's difficult, like, replicating, like, the same emotions you get from an actual show.
Yeah.
Like, when Jay did American Gangster, like, it wasn't the same. I think it was inspired by the film, but I don't know, man. I was expecting some themes from the film to kind of come to the album. You didn't get that. With this, you get that. So I really like respect and like applaud Sky Zoo for doing that, man. So yeah, those are my five, man.
Fun fact: Sky Zoo got robbed once against Jin in 106 Park.
Yeah, absolutely got robbed. Yeah, but we know what that is.
Have your mother putting up Sky Zoo posters?
That was hard. Honorable mentions. Westside Gunn Still Praying. I'm Griselda, man. So come on, man. I'm always gonna have a Westside Gunn project, man.
Pretty.
Yeah, all of that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got Rome Streets, Hatton Garden Hold Up as well. Also Griselda. Come on, man. I have to represent. Those are my two honorable mentions.
You wanna put the Benny Summer one in there as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you listen to the Black Soprano family?
I've listened to a couple stuff, but
so no,
they're not that good. They're not that good.
It's a waste of my time, man.
I feel you.
But yeah, those are my five, man.
Cool. I can go next. I'll start with Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips. Yeah, man. I didn't know how much I needed a new Schoolboy Q album until I got it. It's been a while, and he just gives you in that whole TDE crew. He just gives you something completely original, completely unique. Like he's not a bar like Absol. He's not like Kendrick. He's not like any of these other. He's not J-Rock. Like he's just Q. Like he's that chill guy who can also go crazy on the mic. Beat selection is always great. Collabs with amazing artists as well. That makes for a great listening experience as well. And I listen to Blue Lips, and it's like walking through different rooms in a building that are being soundtracked by all these different vibes. You start off with like very chill vibes at the intro, and then you get into like pop, which is like hard rock. You got Rico Nasty doing her thing. You've got Blue Slides, jazz rap to a T. You've got so many different vibes, so many different unpredictable turns that he takes you on. And as Mo said, like introspection, looking within himself, talking about his door, obviously. We got him and Absol again. And there was a bit in that song where they were like marijuana, hydro, pussy hole, ass, titties. And that took me all the way back to Druggies with Hoes.
Fam.
Man. Took me all the way back. So it kind of let me know that I've been following Q, Soul, Kendrick, TDE for that long. For like a decade and a half pretty much. And Q is still coming out with like quality work that isn't like anything else like in rap, period. So salute to Schoolboy. I got Common and Pete Rock as well, the Auditorium. The 90s rap head in me was very happy with this one. And it just shows that this rap shit can be very simple, man. Dope beats, dope rhymes.
That's it, man.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Man.
Sometimes
yeah.
a legend needs to hook up with another legend to just make some magic. That's literally all you need. Common, one of the best. Pete Rock, one of the best. Dreaming is one of my most played songs over the year. I think This Man, the tune with Postanus.
Yeah.
There's just so many, man. There's so many. And Pete Rock, man, listen, he talks too much on Twitter, but he can still work a drum machine. He can still do it, man. So, yeah, man, salute to those guys. I still need to listen to their off the radar performance as well. I think Common performer used to love her as well.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, man.
Hopefully it's better than Capadon as well.
You'd like to think. You'd like to think. You'd like to think. But yeah, salute to those guys. I've got Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Case loves that album, man.
Doechii.
She keeps playing it, man.
Doechii, she's a lot of fun, man. It was fun, man. She has a lot of range. She can rap. She can rap. She can sing. She's a natural performer. You know, there's just so many sides to her. She could be ferocious. She could be lyrical. She could be sexy. She could be introspective. You get all of that in this album. She could be funny. She could be comedic in that way. I can see where people might be a bit like, not really for me, especially with a song like Boom Bap.
Yes,
Yeah. I hear that, but
Yeah.
clearly, and I'm not saying you, Chris, but clearly, it flew over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Clearly, she's taking the piss out of Boom Bap rap.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I really, really enjoyed it, man. Doechii is someone who I've always heard of, and I've heard her in a little bit of like drabs here and there, but this is the first time I locked into Doechii as an artist, and it was really good, man. And her Tiny Desk as well.
Oh, amazing.
Tiny Desk was
Spoken
great.
high volume.
Tiny Desk was
Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk
fantastic,
is what
man.
made me actually listen
That's
to the
what I was
album.
gonna say.
Yeah, man, 100%.
I think the second half of her album is better than the first half.
Interesting.
When she was more into like her melodic, soulful vibe. I think with Doechii, I think she's amazing, but I still want to hear her mature as an artist.
Yeah.
And have a story. I think there's only for so long you can go with the black girl story for so long. It's sort of like, okay, but what's your specific
I hear
story?
that.
You feel me? But Doechii is definitely, you can tell that she's a hybrid of everything that she's listened to, influence-wise. There is some Nicki-esque in her delivery.
On a mad thing, by the way.
But then, what?
Like, on a crazy amount.
You can hear the Nicki-esque in her delivery. But then also I can hear the Andre 3000 in there as well. That I can hear, I can say various types of people within her. But I am excited to hear more of Doechii. Definitely excited.
100%. Yeah. I think this project has kind of put her on the map.
Yes.
And now the world is her oyster, and it'd be good to see where she goes from here. I imagine she's the type of artist who will rap about what's going on in her life. So now she's got a lot of life to live. So the next project, hopefully, should be banging one as well. So salute to Doechii. I've got Vince Staples as well, Dark Times. Yeah, man, Vince has been my guy for over a decade. From Hell Can Wait, when he was doing Larry Fisherman tapes with Mac Miller. Like, yeah, man, he's been there when everyone thought he was in On Future. Yeah, man. So he's quietly got one of the best catalogs in modern rap, I'd say, from like Summertime all the way to Dark Times. And he's been on a run from like self-titled to Ramona Park Broke My Heart to Dark Times, where it's just like chef's kiss. Oh. And yeah, man, Dark Times just kind of carries that on, man. It's moody, we keep saying the word, but it's introspective, it's storytelling. He's got some bops in there as well. Etouffee is one of my favourite tunes of the year. And yeah, man, Vince did the thing, man. So salute to him as well.
I wish I was a fan of Vince Staples, man. I wish I was
this
a fan of him,
conversation,
man. Like, I wish I was a fan of his.
Do you know what might make you a fan of his? Have you watched his show yet?
That's my
I
point,
love
though,
it.
bro. I love
that show.
You see everything about Vince I like. I like the personality. I love it. His interviews to me are amazing. His shows are amazing. That's why I want to be a fan of him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's got everything that I would want to be a fan of.
Yeah.
He's just authentic. He's funny. unapologetic. His show.
Just
Then
don't-
listen to his
it
music.
just doesn't connect, right? No, I'm the same, bro. We had this conversation,
Yeah,
man.
Vince is
He's-
cold.
yeah,
I like-
man.
I
No,
like
but no,
Vince.
genuinely, I appreciate everything about him. I appreciate everything about him. He's needed. That's the best compliment I can give him.
100%. And I've got Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia. Tyler, man, again, another one who's just on a career run. I think since Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia. Yeah, man, he's reached a new level of like creativity. Just the way he uses like samples on this project, it's so rich, it's so layered, it's so colorful. But it also shows that Tyler is progressing in his lyrical craft as well, like barring, storytelling. There's a song, Hey Jane, where he's talking from the perspective of a soon-to-be mother and a soon-to-be father just writing letters to each other about, you know, there's no pressure of being in you know, like they're not together anymore, but they're like, there's no pressure to be involved in the child's life, sort of thing. So even from that, from a narrative perspective, like he's getting crisp. He's got bangers on there. He's got Sticky with Sexy Red and Glorilla. There's just so much, man. There's so many bangers on this as well. And you know, with Tyler, man, you get that trademark, just like attention to detail when it comes to the music. Like he's got his signature sound, but he's always elevating it. Like whenever I hear Tyler, I hear that sound. I hear the twang. Like people, it's very hard for modern artists to have their own sound. Tyler's one of those artists, man.
He's from the school of Pharrell Williams.
100%.
Oh, easy.
To a T.
Easy.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
You listen to this album, you just think you are definitely from the school of Pharrell.
100%,
Williams.
man.
He's so
100%.
comfortable within himself. That's what I love about Tyler, bro.
Yeah,
So
man.
comfortable
Yeah,
with
man.
himself.
Yeah, man. And again, he's another one. The world is his oyster, man. I think he's just going to continue to make great albums. And yeah, man, we're going to be looking at him as like one of the most creative rappers of all time. I think he's a genius. So yeah, and I think more people will catch on to that as well.
Genius.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give him that. And I'm not
100%.
even really into it, but yeah, absolutely.
No, you can tell. No, his brain waves. You can tell he's.
Because
in a
when I
different
think of
plateau.
Tyler, I'm thinking of people on that same wavelength. I think of ODB. I think of Andre 3000.
I think of Kanye.
I think of Kanye. Kanye was the one I had in my head.
Definitely. Yeah, and Tyler is. I can only think of 4 people.
I'm surprised you said ODB. That wasn't a name I think you draw from.
ODB.
There's no father to his style.
Absolutely, he's the drunken master. He is literally the drunken master. Another level. So unorthodox. So unorthodox.
Any more, Yum?
So talented.
Yeah. Honorable mentions. I've got GNX. For me, I battled between Chromacopia and GNX. For me, it just went down to, it's probably a little too early for me to call GNX one of my favourite albums of the year when there have been so many amazing albums that I've really bumped. Probably more than GNX that deserve that. But GNX is like, if Tyler the Creator is like 5A, GNX is 5B. So, you know, love that album. I think it's really, really dope. I got Denzel Curry, King of the Michigan South. Listen, man, I've been on my Memphis shit for a while now, and that there is just a tribute to Memphis and Project Patton, 3-6 Mafia. It's great. It's great, man. It's great. It's great shit. It's
What are you
great
looking
shit.
at me for, man?
Because I felt your eyes.
Why are you looking
I
at
knew
me,
when he
man?
said
No,
Denzel
he
Curry,
looked at
you
me,
were
no,
going to
he
say
looked at
something.
I thought your eyes.
I'm
said
innocent.
That sounds mad, didn't it?
Yeah,
That
sounds
sounded insane.
crazy.
But I was looking, I'll tell you, I was looking down, then I just see someone look like this. So.
I've also got Navy Blue, Memoirs in Armor. Navy Blue is another one. He's pushing the envelope for what is called abstract hip hop. So people are like, oh, the Mics, the Mavis, the sideshows. Apparently, all these people that I'm massive fans of, according to you, man. But cool.
What is it? The man who look like they're doing bath. That's what he's saying all the time. Yeah. See, I listen to the podcast. I listen to the pod. I listen.
Well, Navy Blue is not one of those guys. He's like a model and shit. Like he's very well, like.
Wait, Navy Blue?
Yeah, man. So
Wait, is that his name of the album?
No, that's
his name is Navy
Blue.
Blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
So
a hard name, though.
he's dope,
That's a
man.
hard
He's
name.
very dope,
Is he a
man.
producer as well?
I believe so. I think so as well.
Wait,
But he's got Nicholas Craven's production on this one.
Oh, sweet.
It's a nice
Yeah,
name.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good-
dope
it's actually a
project,
nice
dope
name.
project. And I've got Crime Apple and Preservation with El Leon.
Yes, it's Crime Apple.
Well, this year I started listening.
Oh, okay.
So El Leon was my introduction. Dope. If you like that underground rock Marciano-esque, flipping Griselda-esque,
Yeah, you're listening
Alchemist-esque. I mean, I've listened to Marcy. I listened to Marciology. I listened to Marciology.
Oh, shit, okay.
I listened to The Elephant Man's Bones. I'm going to listen to the new one
Oh,
with
okay.
Alchemist.
He releases too much music. That's the issue with someone.
You think
like
so?
Marciano. I feel like he releases too much.
It's hard to catch up sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He
Yeah, if
releases
you haven't
too
been there
much.
from the beginning, yeah.
And Stone Cold releases too little. But we know that's political. Why Stone Cold can't.
Facts. But yeah, man, that's me.
Salute.
Chris?
Yes, I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned this person. J. Cole might delete later.
Oh nah, man.
I really liked that project.
Really?
And you know the reason why I liked
Why?
it? I used to be a massive J. Cole fan. Then after Forest Hills Drive,
Talk about it.
zoom,
Talk about it.
zoom, off season, from when you press play and you hear Cam on the first song,
Yeah, man.
I said, one, that is the biggest cheat code ever because you know how we feel about when we hear Killer. That's the first thing. But secondly, it's like hearing certain songs, I was like, okay, you know what, Cole, you might. I'm glad that one, you're not producing these beats anymore.
Talk about it.
Because your monotone production is
about
abysmal. It was abysmal. And also, we can't deny the run that Cole went on. Verse-wise, feature-wise.
Yeah,
He went on the craziest run. Might Delete Later made me, it restored the feeling again that I had for Cole's music, of where I actually enjoyed listening to a Cole project. Hearing the project with, hearing this song with him and Sench and Bass, I really liked. That, again, I think Sench had a very cold verse on that. Cam on Ready, again, that was the big Dipset fan in me. That was just like, okay, that I loved this firstly.
Cole lost his mind on Pie.
But he lost his mind. But Daylight and Absol were
Absol
there.
was different.
Oh my goodness! You see, if you just want to hear greatness, you want to hear. It's like, bro, the best way to say it, like Daylight and Absol were moving like Ali and Joe Fraser. It was just like literally the punches back and forth.
Did you hear Absol's background story in that? In the song?
What did he say?
Didn't he say the fact of them two made the tune?
So Daylight and Absol made a song, and then Daylight essentially played it for Cole, and then Cole was like, "Yo, send it over to me, innit?"
Yeah.
Absol had no idea what was going on. Then it dropped, and that's why Absol. If you listen to this Voices song again, you realize Absol and Daylight's vocals are low compared to J. Cole. J. Cole's high. Yeah. And Absol was like, bro, I was fuming, bro. Like, I thought this guy beat the shit out of me on this song. And he was like, I text Kendrick. I was like, yo, Kendrick, what's it looking like? And he was like, no, you was calm. But he was like, yeah. So Absol was, in a joking way, was just like, I wasn't mentally prepared to go bar for bar with Cole.
Yeah,
of course.
I think that Pie tune, lyrically, I don't think that's another level. Bro. That's another level. But yeah, Might Delete Later, I did like. The only thing that I do understand why it leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, pause if need be, is that it's the 6 minute draw, and I get it.
That's why it's not in my. That's the only reason.
6 minute draw, and I get it. That song was even shit anyway, to be fair.
ruins
And
the
you
whole
were lying. So
it's just it left a bad
but
taste.
if you take that out from it, I do think overall Hunting Rabbits, I think that was a big tune as well. I think there was some good highlights of Cole on that album. Future and Metro Boomin, We Still Don't Trust You. I prefer that more than We Don't Trust You. I like melodic Future. I'm a person that I prefer Hendrix over Future.
Okay.
This is why I liked that album more. Why I liked this album, a lot more. I like when Future goes into different realms, man. We got 80s sounding Future on here. Then also the deluxe part with all them trap songs, I do not need or want any of them shits. Keep that shit far away. But I definitely was a big fan of this, and also I do feel like Metro Boomin's sound has elevated a lot more as well. Gunner 101, pretty much what Mo said as well. I genuinely enjoyed this. I think this was a prime example of that. Gunner's a hitmaker.
Yeah.
Gunner is a hitmaker, and he doesn't need anybody.
Nobody.
He can just do it himself and be very entertaining. I don't go to Gunner for lyricism or anything. It's what you take is what you receive. Literally that. What's on the box is literally what you're going to be served, and it serves very well. Kendrick, GNX, man, we got ignorant Kendrick. I wanted this. An LA Kendrick. I'm a massive fan of Dom Kennedy, Larry June. That's my bag. And then hearing Kendrick on this I gravitated to it a lot. And the reason why I gravitated to it a lot was because I always say that if you're mentioning of TDEs, Schoolboy Q is my most complete artist out of them all. Schoolboy Q can tap into the gangster shit if he needs to. He can make a hit if he needs to. But also he can tap into another genre, another sound, and it's like he can bar as well when he wants to. I feel like he is Yeah, he gravitates to everything of the strengths. He's like Silas. He's like Silas, sorry. He's like a Siler of where he takes the best powers of everyone around him, and that's him. But yeah, finally got Kendrick doing that, which I gravitated to. And Westside Gunn still praying. I'm a massive Westside Gunn fan, and I was so disappointed with his last album.
Oh,
Then you pray for
where
me.
he went in a different direction.
Where he done all that
Yeah.
fucking trap bullshit.
Yeah, man.
When he done all that crap.
I let him have that though, man, because his
get out your way,
discography's
innit?
been so amazing. So you know
Yeah.
what, I can let you have that.
Yeah, but do you know what? I was so upset with him because what made it more upsetting was that I remember seeing him at the Gigs Mansion party, and it's like not many people knew who he was. So when he walked past, I was like, "Oh shit, Westside!" I said, "Westside, when's that album coming out?" He's like, "Oh, I just turned it in. You're gonna love this one. Cool." And then when I heard it, I was like,
He
"The
lied to
fuck
your
is
face,
this,
man?
What the fuck is this? This is horrible." Trapaholics. I was like, I get it for the nostalgia purposes why you've got that there, but come on, bro. And then the best song was the Pussy song with Ty Dolla $ign. Possibly.
You thought that was the best song?
No, actually the best song was the
Yeah, that tune with
Stove.
Benny.
There was one with Stove
Stove
God.
God,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Stove God one.
Yeah.
And then but this was just like, okay, finally,
Return, innit?
return back to the element and the organic core sound that we need and we love of Westside. And you know, we're hearing Westside Pootie that's cussing us, calling us, you know, financially
broke.
shaming us. Yeah.
I was broke for like 5 years.
She's
now,
financially
man.
shamed us for how many years, and we love it. We love it. But yeah, I have that. That was definitely a honorable mention for me was Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Freddie Gibbs was a honorable mention. Only reason why I didn't put that further is just because I gravitated to that album a bit later. But yeah, that's what I had.
Sweet. Well, you want to go forth and talk about your favorite US rappers?
Yeah, favorite rappers I had was I'll keep it sweet and brief because I know probably you guys would probably have one with Kendrick. Come on, man, this was his year. He was the MVP this year, hands down. I had Westside Gunn because finally he returned back to the element and the sound of what I just loved of Westside Gunn. And I'm sorry, man, I had J. Cole. In mind, man.
He had a hectic year, man.
A very, very hectic year, but we can't deny some of these verses, man. And just even that album I really gravitated to as well. Another person I had, you are going to cuss the shit out of me for this. I had Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
And you know the reason why I had Megan Thee Stallion, of why I really liked Megan Thee Stallion this year? I was never a Megan fan. Never.
When the man starts like that.
Why is he backtracking, boys? When
No,
he's
I like the
taking a step.
I like the aesthetics of Megan more than I like the music.
Man. We all do.
When I heard that Bigger in Texas song, I said, okay, my ears are, I'm gravitating to this. Let me hear this album. When I heard the album, when I heard everything else, like I had to then do my research and find everything else around that album that came out. And I said, you know what? You actually might have gained a new fan. I mean, side B is better than side A. Side A is horrible of that album. It's fucking horrible. It's all the viral stuff. That's what side A is. Side B is actually her getting into her Houston bag, the Deep South influence. You can hear the UG. She's got a tune with UGK on there as well. There's
Pimp C as well?
Yeah, with Pimp C.
Wow, okay.
Pimp C unreleased verse on there. She's got one tune produced by Juicy J as well. Where it's like, you know what, you are deep in your South bag right now. Side B and also Glorilla on there sounds flipping crazy. So yeah, I gravitated to Megan, and also another person, as I mentioned as well, was Glorilla. I think she's been cold this year.
She's had an MVP.
She's had a good year.
She is a hit maker, bro. And that album surprised the hell out of me. Surprised the hell out of me, bro. But yeah, that's what I've got.
Nice. I'll go next. Like you, I've got Kendrick as well, because again, it was his year. Anybody who argues that, boy, it's a long day for them. And then I got Dolce. Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, I think she proved that she can hang. She can hang with like a lot of people, and I'm just really looking forward to what happens next with her. I've got Common as well. That's just a legend doing legend things, and it was really, really great to see. I got Vince Staples as well for the storytelling, for the introspection, and you even reminded me of the Netflix show.
Was that this? It was this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, man! This has been a quick, long year.
It's been a long year, bro. Yeah. So yeah, man, great show, great rapper, just great personality as well. Like, This guy, man, he's so funny. I still remember the interview he did with Speedy Mormon. Speedy Mormon was asking him, like, do you cook for your friends? And he was like, you think I'm cooking for N-word?
I don't know where I live.
You hear this N-word? Yeah, he was just proper. I've never seen Vince Abels laugh so hard in my life. That was crazy. But big up Vince. And I got Navy Blue as well, for the reasons I stated earlier, as far as like the great album, and really just being like a torchbearer for that slither of rap as well. So big up to him. Well,
so to kind of echo what you guys said, I've got Kendrick, clearly. I do have Cole. The reason why I've got Cole is, even with amongst what's going on, he's still giving me, I want to say, two of some of the best verses I've heard this year, whether it be Port Antonio, whether it be the song with him and T Grizzly, Madly Later. He still, he can't not rap at a high level. It's just, it's conditioned him at this point now. So yeah, I've got J. Cole. I've got Rapsody for everything that I mentioned before. The album, she's been on an incredible freestyle run, whether it be LA Leakers, whether it be, I think she was on Funk Flex and somewhere else. Like, she's been on a run with just freestyling pace to pace to pace. So I've got Rapsody. I've got Common as well, for all the reasons why Yemi mentioned. And then I've got another guy, but it's going to be awkward because I know how to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But so I started listening to this guy off Schoolboy Q's album, AZ Chike, whatever it is. Chike. So yeah, I listened to him off Schoolboy's album, and then he's the one that's on Kendrick's Peekaboo song. And then, so he dropped, so he dropped 2 projects this year. And if you just love West Coast gutter shit, like, he will give you everything you want. So I've got him as, I wouldn't say the best rapper, but just personal favorite. Salute to AZ Chike, man. Like, he will be there for me as well. So it's Chike. It's not Chike.
Chike.
It's actually Chike.
My Nigerians will be upset to hear that. You say
What?
It's spelt like Chike, but it's not
It's
pronounced.
not Chike, bro. Americans don't pronounce it as Chico.
Brother, he literally said he said impeccable.
Yeah, Chike.
He said chicka cheese.
Brother, that's
He says
no,
chicken.
No. When you, it's how much would have been?
Does he call himself Chike?
Yeah.
It's GK, man.
It's
Not.
GK.
Are you man are making out this guy's the X Factor Rico guy, fam? He's not.
I mean, he's saying it wrong. P.
Yeah, man. I got Kendrick.
That was a good one.
I just think he's been. I think he's been the highlight of my year, like rap wise, man.
Easily.
He's given me everything that I love about this culture. So I got him in there. Common, again, just doing GOAT things alongside a GOAT producer. The fact he's still doing it after was it 30 years now? 25, 30 years he's been doing this shit for. It's just great to see, man. I'm an old head, innit? So I'm just always gonna be rooting for my 90s rappers and that, man. Got Black Thought because it's Black Thought. He has to be in my list every year. He's my favorite rapper of all time.
What did he do this year?
He was on mach-hommies.
Oh, fuck off.
He was alive. He was alive. That's what it was.
That is glazing.
No, because then if that's what we did, wait,
What do you mean?
He was
how many
alive.
songs was he in this year besides Jimmy Fallon?
I can't remember, bro.
Besides
Don't
Jimmy
do that.
Fallon's hilarious, man.
Don't do that.
That is hilarious.
That's disrespectful.
No,
It was on Mac Hommy's album, and I thought that verse.
just
was-
one song.
That's all I can remember.
That's all you
right
need.
now, man. That's all I can remember.
I
Right
hear
now,
you.
man. I got Mac Hommy as well, just because his album was probably my favorite. Probably my favorite album of the year in general, UK and US. And yeah, that's all I got, man. I only had 4.
Sweet.
I hear it. Cool. Well, we're gonna take a detour from very, very positive to kind of negative now, and we're gonna explore some of our most disappointing albums of the year.
Let me go first, man.
P, go ahead.
I've only got one to be honest with you. So.
Yo, Meek Mill's Heathenism EP was probably the worst bit of music.
Heathenism.
I didn't even listen to it. I didn't even know that.
Heathenism.
EP called Heathenism.
Yeah.
Heathenism.
You know,
Yes,
It was noise.
Yo,
It
bro,
was just noise.
I've never even heard of it.
Bro, it's
And I'm a
probably
Meek
some of the worst music I've consumed in the last
I mean, not
2
have to make
years.
projects.
That's crazy. Meek Mill, Rick Ross was your most disappointing last year.
That was
Is Meek Mill? Is
fucking
Meek?
shit.
Bro, I was so
Is
disappointed.
Meek Mill
so
on the
shit.
decline?
Yes.
Do you know what's interesting? I think
Easy.
since he's gone independent, he's on the decline, man. Because it feels as though there's no one to really hold him accountable for what he's creating anymore, man. Because he's not really MMG anymore. I don't think he's with a major anymore. He's taken his music. I think he's not really even putting his music on DSPs.
I think he's going through a lot.
So creatively,
He's
I
having
don't-
an identity crisis.
I don't know, and I don't really know why he is, because we know who he is.
I
We know
think-
who Meek is. Meek knows who he is. So
Meek- Let social
artistically,
media
I
get
just
to him.
maybe he's still trying to figure out. I don't know how or why, but yeah,
I think he lets social media get to him. I think Meek does let it get to him.
Yo, if Meek would have stopped tweeting about 4 years ago, bro,
Would've been
we'd be talking about Meek in a different
what I'm
way,
saying.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
Because after championships, bro, like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
like, it was looking amazing for me.
Yeah.
But
Social media is the reason why Meek cleaned himself, man.
Well,
Where?
that and spitting fries on his. Carry on.
yeah, so yeah,
Social media.
that's amongst my most disappointing albums of the
It's
year.
also his dumb behaviour.
And the Munch freestyle, horrible.
Oh yeah, that's terrible
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah.
I've got Childish Gambino as well. Bando Stone, horrible album. I don't know what expectations I had. In fact, no, I do. I thought it was gonna be good music. It just wasn't good music.
Horrible is strong. But go through.
I severely dislike the album, innit? So that's on there. Benny Can't. Everyone Can't Go. I was quite disappointed with that as well. Is his first release on Def Jam as well, which I was always a bit nervous about. Whenever like artists that I love have given me like consistently like dope projects and then they go into a major, there's always a bit of apprehension on my part because I feel like majors still have the power to dilute your sound, innit? And even if they're not doing it, I think psychologically there's something that goes on within these artists' minds that they're like, okay, cool, now I'm on a major, now the album needs to sound different to what I've done before. And I think that's what he did on this. It just felt different to what he'd given me, like the Tanner Talks and all of that. It even felt different to what he did with Hit Boy, which I think was his most complete project. So I was just genuinely really disappointed. The rapping was high, the skill-wise is always going to be high, but what he was rapping on for me just wasn't an elevation in any way that I thought it could be being on Def Jam.
Do you think the Hit Boy Alchemist split harmed the album? Production-wise?
Yeah, it must have. Because I mean, even if you wouldn't have told me that, like I was just judging it based on what I was hearing and I wasn't enjoying what I was hearing. So yeah, maybe it was that. Maybe it was the shared responsibility. Because it's always difficult when you got like 2 producers splitting the load. That sounds mad. But it's like crazy. But,
I don't think anyone would have said anything.
But like, yeah, it's always a bit weird when that happens, isn't it? I think if you've got multiple producers, I think you could do a lot more than if you've got 2. Because they essentially have to kind of like follow each other sonically to see where it goes and see how the album can kind of fit all together. So yeah, maybe that was a struggle. But yeah, man, that's on there. And then Ransom and Conway, Chaos is My Ladder 2.
It wasn't great, was it?
Yeah, I was really disappointed, man. Like, Ransom's been one of my favourite rappers for the last like 3 years. I've enjoyed most of the projects he's put out, particularly with Nicholas Craven. So I was really looking forward to this, man.
Is that Conway's fault?
I think it was both of them, man. I think it was both of them. I think, surprisingly though, prior to this project, I thought that there was something going on between Ransom and Griselda because for some reason Benny and Conway specifically weren't really rapping with him. And that was just a perfect marriage for me. So I was surprised it didn't happen. So when I heard it was happening, I was like, oh my God, yes. We got one sort of thing, and then it came and
You don't have one.
I don't know if they gel well.
Yeah, I was just very
We
underwhelmed,
ain't got
man.
it, son.
Do you know what I mean? I was just super underwhelmed, man. So yeah, man, those are my 4. Really, I got no others.
No?
Keep it short and simple. I only really got 2. So I've got 9s. Quit while you're ahead.
I could have put that on there as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I can make a joke and say the title is in the but I'm not gonna do that. And the reason why I'm disappointed is because I genuinely like his projects. I like Crop Circle. I like Nine's projects. I'm a Nine's fan. I think I had him when we was doing the Northwest thing. I think I had him for the representative out of Harlem, if I remember correctly, or Brent Cross, whatever it was.
Brent.
So yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, man. I didn't enjoy it sonically. I don't think it was cohesive. I just didn't enjoy. It looked like someone that was bowing out, but he just was. I just hear you go and I'm gone type thing. Like it just looked like it was lazy. That's me being honest. It was just that project was just lazy, and that's one thing. You gonna say something?
I mean, I haven't listened to this one, but Crop Circle 2 and 3 would have been a sign that this one wasn't going to be good.
I don't think Crop Circle 2 was that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't.
I really liked Crop Circle 2.
But if you consider Crop Circle 1, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and Crabs in a Bucket.
Crabs in the Bucket is his best work.
Yeah, easily.
I mean,
but like, yeah, just
best work, yeah.
To me, yeah, I think when you've got a precedent of making good projects and then, well, dependent, and you make this, it's just
I think this one's better than Crop Circle 3.
It's not difficult, I guess.
But the fact that he's going bar for bar, do you get what I'm saying?
Extremely.
Like,
Bars in hell.
It shouldn't even be going bar for bar.
Bars in hell.
And then the next one I had was, I had to double check if this dropped this year, innit? And it did. Vultures 2.
Thank you very much, bro, because that was mine.
Yeah, like,
Thank you very
First,
much,
yay,
bro.
Ty Dolla Sign.
yeah, not
Brother
man, like
horrible.
It's disgusting.
Vultures
Like,
is
it's
so
actually nasty.
bad.
That is actually
It's
really
so
bad.
bad.
That is really, really bad. And I think the song's prediction was that, by the way. But yeah, it was bad.
was?
Like it was like, nah, man.
No,
I don't think
Pete said that. That was Pete's prediction.
Yeah, better.
What did I say?
You said Vulture was going to be whack.
you did.
Oh, yeah.
You did. So you know, look,
Seen it.
20 a year later,
Cat
look where we are.
Williams.
You also promised someone's gonna drop an album. But listen to what I'm saying.
Nico Bahamas.
Yeah, so I've got the two. It will be nines and it'll be vultures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, keep it away from me, man. I'll be real. And the Ty Dolla $ign, talented, man. Ah, fuck.
Man, real friends. Come on, that's what we was expecting. The whole
Do
album
you get
was
what
just
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
But it wasn't it. So yeah, I only got those two, to be honest with you.
Here, Chris.
You guys will probably laugh at me for this. I am a die-hard Max B and French Montana fan.
I'm not mad at that.
So when I heard Mac and Cheese 5 and saw 79 different versions of it uploaded on DSPs, I was fuming. And I heard it, and that is fucking horrendous. That album pissed me the hell off. I don't understand what the hell was happening with French Montana at this moment of time, but you need to get yourself away from all them RBT youngers, take yourself away from them, get back in the booth with Dame Grease
Yeah,
or
man.
Harry Fraud,
Dame Grease, bro.
or even Alchemist if you want. That's who you need to get. Stop rapping with these Bane sounding demons from the Bronx or from Brooklyn on drill. Stop rapping with them, man, and start rapping with your counterpart. Start rapping with Jadakiss, with Styles P. Even if you want to do Fabulous, fair enough. Even he's having an identity crisis at this moment of time,
days.
but fair enough. If you want to get in there with Jim Jones, fair enough. That's what we need. Stop rapping with that D-Thang guy. Stop rapping with these man, please, bro. I'm begging you. Honestly, since French Montana grew them plats, I swear to you, he's just getting worse and worse and worse, bro. And brother, I'm rooting for you. I am really rooting for you. But yeah, Mac and Cheese 5, and the fact that you cheated the way you uploaded 79 versions of that is horrible.
Free the wave though.
Free the wave every single
Always.
time. Free the wave, both waves.
Both of them.
Another one I would say that I was a bit disappointed with was Rimsey, Feed the Streets. I was disappointed with this. Reason being, I am a massive Rimsey fan. I think Rimsey is cold, a very, very cold rapper. But there were elements of this album, or project, sorry, of where I felt like, okay, give me more. I want more. And I know he tried to do more, like the NSG song, for example, when he done the tune with... even down to the RD tune as well. I felt like as if he was trying to bring RD into his world and stuff. One, I don't really like Rimsey on drill or upbeat beats. He just sounds a bit out of pocket for me. And secondly as well, it's just like, okay, I want you to venture off. Versatility for you can't just be linking up with Tiggs the Author. I want more for you. Like, let's tap into a different musical realm. And I think as well, even if it may be subject matter that we're speaking of, is a bit repetitive at this point as well. And it's like, okay, let's try something different. Let's have a different approach. I think what Rimsey really needs, I think he needs someone to executively produce his projects. And the best person I can think of is possibly Teej. Teej, who done Gets his album. I think he just needs different sonics. Even if he was
That's
to have,
not a bad shout.
even if he was to have a show and prove, to help on that side as well. But I lean more to Teej of link up with him, and let's just get some different sonics in here, and let's tap into a different realm. But yeah, Feed the Streets for me was one as well. Another one I'm gonna say, which I was a bit disappointed with, was K-Trap Smile. I think K-Trap Smile Top Heavy was really, 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 really good. And then the bottom half, I felt like it sounded rushed. It sounded slightly rushed to me. K-Trap has, like, when I heard Heaven and Hell, I was like, we're getting a different element of K-Trap. This is not only just interlude K-Trap, but this is like retrospective K-Trap of where you're talking from different perspectives and stuff, and I love that. But that second half of the album was like, the same, but just hearing the same thing over and over again. And then I liked the link up with him and Shana Bass. I liked that. And also I liked the outro I think the outro was really, really good. But there was just that part of like the second half, possibly the middle of it, and I was just like, this isn't it for me. It became a point of where it became good background music at a point, and it felt very repetitive after a while. But it ended, the last song was really good. And again, I feel like with trap, it's just that you've got a winning formula, just don't duplicate it too much, and also sonically venture out. I'm glad that he didn't just stick with just like M1 on the beat for something, or just Khan's Hill, but he ventured off to different sounds. And I just want to hear K-Trap to continue to grow. I still think that he is yet to deliver us his best work.
Yeah. And
I think he's more than just Warm and songs like that. I do think that there's a different side of K-Trap we're yet to see. But yeah.
Do you think it's difficult for the street man to venture out though?
No. I think that some of them choose to make it difficult. And my thing is this, like moving forward for street rappers and just UK rappers overall, tap into different sounds. Tap into different people. We've got JD Cliff right now that will sound amazing on some of you man's hooks, if I be fair with you. That it can't just always be the default Tiggs the Author, the default getting highly. We can't keep doing, or if you want the female sing, Ray Black, or Mira May, or Bella. Like, we can do more, bro. Venture out. Ezra Collective are right there for you guys to use and to venture into that world.
Absolutely.
Do that.
That's a fact.
Why is it we're still boxing like the same sounds? And it's like, that's why I rate the people that will go above and beyond and just say, no, I'm tapping in with these people, tapping in with these. It's not always just the same producers over and over again. You want a banger, so you go to TSB or IO, or you think you can try and get Protege on the phone, but he's not going to answer you lot of calls. You feel me? Like, yeah, I want UK rappers just to venture out and do that bit more and tap into different sounds, hear different music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. All right. I'm just gonna get this controversial one out the way.
Oh man.
Gets on purpose with purpose.
Oh no.
You know what's pissing me off? You let us go on that whole fucking tangent at the start of the thing.
I did.
Yeah, I feel like I remember Yemi not being
tell you why.
entirely.
Chat to us.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna name a list of songs at the middle of the album. Mine with Shaka, More Than I Required, Jay Angelo, Hallelujah, Dexter Daps, Bedu with Harry A, Tumbi, which I liked, Blessings with Muzzy, and The Grateful Interlude. Tumbi aside, dump all of those.
What?
Dump them all. I think the album severely...
You got to work on your delivery, bro.
No. You need to work on your listening.
You want to dump blessings, bro?
Yeah, I do. I do actually. Yeah.
More blessings and
Yeah. I think the album really lost its way after Twin Sisters, and it only picked it up again at Street Politics.
You know what's funny? I don't like Twin Sisters,
Oh, didn't you?
I didn't really like it.
I liked it, man.
And I appreciate Gets doing different things. Like, clearly, this is something that he wanted to do, and it's something he's always wanted to explore. It just didn't really hit for me. And when you've got such a run of tracks that I could easily discard, slam dunk into the recycle bin, then I can't be anything but disappointed. And I guess there was also the expectation of conflict of interest and seeing what he was able to do following that. And yeah, this fell short of that as well. So that was a disappointment. But to be fair, intro, Mount Rushmore, Double Standards, Stylish N-Word, Blood on My Hands, Laps, bops, but weren't enough to save this album because, again, you just get lost.
And Street Politics as well.
And Street Politics. Yeah. And Expiry Date as well. Great outro.
So half the album, really, for you?
Yes. Half the album you can...
But it's because you hold it to such a high level compared to...
Well, it's that, but also, like, even without conflict of interest, as a standalone album, I still wouldn't like that middle period. I just feel like it didn't really hit for me. It didn't hit for me. It was way past the mark. So...
Do you feel like as if that album, so On Purpose with Purpose, do you feel like it's better or worse than Ghetto Gospel 2?
Ooh.
Worse.
So in your opinion, is Conflict of Interest then Ghetto Gospel 2, then On Purpose with Purpose?
Yeah.
Then after we'll go to like Rebel.
Yeah. That's the order for me. Ghetto Gospel 2. I loved Ghetto Gospel 2.
Same,
amazing.
I remember loving that as well.
Amazing.
I loved it. And then yeah, conflict of interest was just like, bro, how did you even do this?
Yeah.
Because Girl Gospel 2 was so good. How did you even top that? And I guess it was a part of that, like the expectation, but it was also just as the music itself just wasn't really hitting for me. So it is what it is. I've also got Childish Gambino, Band of Stone and the New World. I'm a big Childish Gambino fan. And this is his last album as Childish.
Man, I'm sorry.
This is his last album as Childish Gambino as well. And yeah, it just kind of left me wanting more, man. I think he was trying to do too much. I kind of just wanted him to just strip it back and just rap. And we only get a couple rap songs on a flipping 17-track album. There is In the Night with Georgia Smith and Amaray.
That's a banger, by the way. That's a banger.
Which is a banger. Yoshi Noah, which is the one tune where he's barring over the boom bap stuff. Fire. The tune with Kurangbing, even though he basically just took Kurangbing and was like,
just do your thing.
Do your thing on what you would do, but I'll just lace it up with some of my vocals. So you can't really count that.
We need Childish Gambino music in 2024.
You should just do any Childish Gambino music.
Oof.
In its current construction, here's the thing. I probably haven't enjoyed a Childish Gambino.
Bro, he stinks, man. Like, let's keep it. He's shit, bro. He's shit, man. I'm so sorry. I got carried away. I actually got carried away.
You didn't like Redbone?
Huh?
You didn't like Redbone?
I hate the video. I hate the song. I hate This Is America.
I don't think he's made a great album since then.
That was his last one.
The number one wasn't that great. This one wasn't that great. So, yeah, man. Do we need it in 2024? I mean, in this current construction, I'm probably happy to leave it, but he would have to come with something completely different. Like, it's all good that you can sing and you can rap and you want to do that all when you want to explore it all when you want to work with all these artists, but you lose focus that way. And also, like, it was one big gimmick because you're promoting your own movie of the same name, and based on the music, the movie's gonna be shit. So, you know, it's just not it. But listen, man, I'm still a Gambino boy. Like, that's my guy, and whatever he does moving forward, it'd be great. What are you laughing at?
I'm a Gambino boy. It's kind of wild.
What do you mean, man?
You're so dumb.
This podcast's getting cancelled in 2025. It's getting cancelled in 2025.
I couldn't help it. Sorry.
Shut up. And I got one more. Westside Gunn 11. It's just voice notes.
EP though,
It's
man.
literally just. It's literally. Bro.
I'm sorry.
It's 5 songs.
But I get what he
Sorry.
means.
That is actually.
We've named a couple. We've named a couple projects that aren't albums.
I ain't calling that
Don't
album
do
voice.
that.
Geordie's is not an album. Geordie's not an album.
It's true.
Geordie's not an album.
Yeah,
No,
you-
it's
you
true.
won, you won.
It's true. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Literally, he's just talking to.
I hear it.
He just talks. He's just talking for 13
And
minutes,
also,
brother.
It makes you scared thinking I can't have a conversation around this guy because this is going to be a skit.
Bro, like, what on earth am I listening? Bro, he's talking about getting his dry cleaning. He's talking about taking out the garbage. He's talking about walking the dog. Like, bro, all this crap that you didn't need on a freaking album or freaking EP, whatever you fucking want to call it.
It's true.
Yeah, nah,
It
man.
is
Keep that.
bare
Keep
voice
that.
notes.
Keep that. And I probably got extra Vim as well because that's the first Westside Gunn project I've listened to, new one since And Then You Pray For Me, and I hated that album too. So it's probably residue Vim for And Then You Pray For Me that is now being transferred to 11. But also, do not, bro. I could easily send 20 minutes worth of voice notes to you, man, and then you could put it on DSPs and call it an album.
I mean, Big Dumb Ballad is a banger though.
It's hard.
Nah,
but I do get what you mean. Yeah,
Nah.
when you say there is so many voice notes on this project. There are bare.
Nah.
There are bare voice notes.
Too many.
That's why I'm laughing.
I feel you.
Too many.
Because I'm already clocked now. You saying that? Yeah, you're right.
Too many. But yeah, that's all I had. But we finished. We've all gone.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Back to the positivity now.
Yes.
And we're gonna venture away from rap, and we're gonna talk about our favorite non-rap albums of 2024. Mo.
I've only got one. I went for Sir Heavy.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't do that. I don't need you.
All right.
I'll be real, because I don't know why. I thought Sir, when I listened to it, I thought it was just going to be bare Loverboy shit. I thought so.
Bare Loverboy.
Cold,
No, but
bro.
like, I thought it was going to be bare Loverboy shit.
But you need that.
And then, no, I don't. And then when you start it off by, I think it was a song with him, Ty Dolla $ign, if I'm not mistaken, to kickstart it. And he's just telling me
banger.
about it's a banger. And he's just telling me, yeah, so, and he's just telling me where he's from and everything. So it was just, give me the Loverboy, but also talking crud while singing. Anytime I can hear crud, I'm here for it, man. I don't know what that makes me, but I'm here for it, innit? So, yeah, I only got one. I'll be real. I don't really stray too far. Like, if I listen to R&B, I'll go back to old school. Like, I'm not really outside. Like, you might know me. Can't lie to you. I'm not him. Like, I'm not him, bro. I can't
You
do
don't
what
explore the crevices.
I can't do what he does, bro.
You need to be.
This guy's gonna tell me about Jack John Daniels.
I like your
But-
chakras.
Jack John Daniels.
But yeah, so yeah, my favorite non-hip hop rap album this year is Sir Heavy. I think it's fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is actually a phenomenal piece of work, back to front, solid. I think I've gone back to it. It was only I think 4 of the songs were my most played this year. My Spotify Wraps. He's high on my Spotify Wraps. I think it was like 7th. So yeah, I went back to Sir Heavy this year.
Sweet.
I'm impressed.
You know, last year you was impressed by who I said as well, but I don't remember who I said.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember last time you had the same reaction. I think you think I live every day with a gun in my pocket. I mean, this is the therapist, bruv. I'm
Crap,
30,
I mean,
Holes in your jeans and that.
you would have it that way if you could.
I'm 30 plus, bro. I'm 30 plus. I pay tax.
Anyway,
I'm a grown ass man.
I can go next. This is my favorite album of the year. Rap, whatever. This is my number 1 album. K-Tronada Timeless. I mean, where do you even start with this
Such
album,
an
man?
amazing album.
Bro, the minute.
Rochelle Jordan.
No, brother. But even before that, Pressure.
Oh.
The rework of Lupe Fiasco's Pressure. To then go to spit it out. Don't say nothing. With Rochelle Jordan. Oh my
so
goodness.
good.
Yeah, man. I think that's the best song on the
so
album.
good.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so many. Even the songs that don't have any vocals.
Yes.
Dance. Please, babe. Seemingly. Even when Keisha does, what does he do? Stepped On. The one that he sings on. This is still a bop. Drip Sweat of Channel Trez. Flipping Still with Charlotte Day Wilson. The tune with Sir and
she's
Addison
so
Pack.
talented, man.
She's fire.
Charlotte Day Wilson
She's
is-
fire. She's fire.
She's
Her album
been
last year
cold.
was really good. Man.
Dope. Should be in my honorable mentions, really. The tune with Pink Pantheress, Thundercat, the song with Lou Phelps, his own brother. Like, there's
Anderson Paak and Sir.
there's so many, man. There's so many. Like every time I listen to that album, and I rinsed it so much, like
Same.
I find a new favorite song. I find a new favorite song.
Cannot wait for that show.
Yeah.
cannot wait for that show.
I saw him. We saw him at All Points East as well. It was fire. So seeing him at Ali Pali is gonna be
It's gonna be
crazy.
madness.
It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, man, K-Tronada, man, he has that. Like I mentioned earlier with Tyler, there's very few artists that have their own sound. K-Tronada's one of those guys, man. He's just
one of one sound.
one of one, and I still don't really know what to call it. I just know that whenever
I
I
think that's the
hear
great
it,
thing about it, though, man.
Vibes.
We're in a
That's the
big-
best way to
Yeah, that's it, man.
vibes.
We don't
Vibes.
want to
As-
have labels.
as vague as it sounds, it's just vibes.
Yeah.
From start to end of a K-Tronada show, you're just dancing. You are
Facts.
dancing from start to end.
facts, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Beautiful album. Next, I got Michael Kiwanuka, Small Changes.
I heard positive things about this
I heard
album.
it also.
I heard positive
I've
things
heard
about
it.
this
It's so
album.
good.
Someone told me about, I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
So
So this
good,
album
man.
is cold.
It's so good. I was late to the Michael Kiwanuka train.
Really?
I only started listening to him this year because I interviewed him for Music Week.
So not
and-
from Black Man in the White World.
Nah,
Do you know the
He
amount of
was-
scrutiny he got for that?
he was always one of those artists that I'll get to him eventually. I'll get to him eventually. And I just
I can understand why.
He is cold.
Yeah,
I can
I mean,
see why.
you've heard some songs like
Yeah.
he had some songs in some adverts and stuff like Home Again and stuff. So you heard him, and I always liked his oaky textured vocals and on what is essentially like black folk music.
He
But
gives me that Bill Withers vibes.
facts.
Yes.
You'll love this album. Man. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's like majestic. There's some really wonderful music. There's this song called I think it's called Lowdown 2, when it's just like an orchestra over like an electric guitar solo, and it's just so sick. It's so beautifully done.
Is it Danger Mouse producing it?
Yes, and Inflow. It's Inflow and Danger.
Inflow as well.
Inflow and Danger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Inflow produced his last album that he won the Mercury for.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got Inflow on this and Danger Mouse. So, oh man, it's an amazing album. Amazing album. So yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. Next, I've got No Worries, Wylard.
Of course. That might be album of the year.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know how much I needed them to reunite.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Lord.
I've been waiting.
Because Anderson .Paak has been doing his thing. He's been very busy, you know what I'm saying? Bruno Mars, his own stuff.
Fuck that shit. Man.
Okay.
No, the Bruno Mars shit was fire. That was fire.
I don't fuck with Bruno, man. I don't like Bruno,
You
man.
don't like Bruno Mars?
I just don't like him,
So you
bro,
don't like a joint
man.
conversation, man?
Like,
You don't like Bruno Mars?
Yeah, exactly how you can join it.
I don't like him, man. He's mad short. Like he's got,
Wait,
like,
what?
he's got great teeth.
bet.
Like he's got great
Whoa.
skin. I just don't like him, bro. And I think he just sounds
What do you
like
say
mad
fuck him
corny.
for?
You sound like a hater, my man.
I am.
You
I'm not
sound
a
like a
liar.
hater.
I hate the way that
And I
you
feel
walk.
like
hate
I
the way
don't know.
you
I just
talk.
don't believe him as well. He feels like a caricature, man.
Cool. But yeah, man, I hear that on Bruno Mars. And I guess he was rubbing off a lot of Anderson .Paak's cool. And
Wasn't it?
he was, 100%. 100% he was. 100% he was. Because, like, Anderson .Paak's got enough cool to fill up a room. And then he links up with Knowledge again. Like, I still bump the first album. This album, my goodness. 86 Centra. Right here. Where do I go from here? Oh, man, oh, man.
Even had Dave Chappelle just chatting.
Just chatting. Oh, man. It's all of the features were, like, really
Praise
well...
God.
Were really well placed as well.
Yeah.
Like none of them outstayed their welcome.
Hey, Snoop's feature.
Snoop's feature, you know, man, daydreaming, where I go with her, like there is just so much. There's just so much in this. Like there's so much to get into. But yeah, man, really really dope project as well. On the UK side, I've got Tendai, The Rain. So Tendai, yeah, but he's dope. He's another one who's like one of those one of one artist that he don't sound like anybody else. No artist sounds like him, and he just. I believe so.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to double check, but
Is he a singer?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
singer.
Let me just check. Yeah, it was on. It was on. He dropped on 0207. But yeah, man, very eclectic, very gripping. There's a song in there called "I Deserve It," very bouncy. Yeah, man, he just meanders genres, man. And he's just really really dope. He's been dope since he first came out, man. A real breath of fresh air. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed that. I went back to that a lot. And then I've got two more, which is kind of like a split. So I've got Raven Lene with Bird's Eye, and I've got Clairo with Charm. And they both kind of serve the same function. They're both like pop / soft rock vibes. And it's really nice music. It's just really lovely, blissful. You know, you put it on during the middle of the day, like you're going for a walk in the park or some shit like that.
Spring cleaning.
Yeah, where you yes,
man.
exactly that sort of stuff. Or
Saturday
you're on the
afternoon.
yeah, man, yeah, you're on the train. It's a sunny day, like yeah, man. It's one of those ones, man. And yeah, man, they're just really
Get
dope
involved,
projects,
man.
man. Yeah, really
Innit,
dope.
man?
Yes, get involved. But yeah,
I
man.
got this, bro.
Yes,
I ain't seen you this happy in a while. Shout out to Anderson .Paak.
salute. But yeah, that's me,
What you do that for?
Chris.
Yes, I've got quite a few, man. A lot of non-rap albums stood out for me this year. First one that comes to mind is Leon Thomas with Ox. He is
That's a lot.
amazing.
Bro.
He
nasty,
is
It was very nasty.
absolutely amazing, bro. Restoring the feeling
Yes,
of R&B.
Yes.
This is exactly what the soul needs,
Yes,
bro.
man.
He is another level. So originally I heard the single everyone did.
Yeah.
Then from there I was like, yo, I'm gravitating to this shit. This is kind of cold. Then found out later on, album. I went back, listened to it, and I was like, you know when you, I don't know if you guys do this, so as I listen to each song, I download it if I like it on Apple Music. And then after I looked at it, I was like, shit, I've downloaded the whole album. I really like this album.
Good album.
And just kept listening to it more and more. I was like, this guy is super talented, absolutely talented. I had Ezra Collective, Dance, No One's Watching.
I need to get into that.
I still need to listen to that.
Amazing jazz music. Amazing jazz music. I mean, when we talk about bands over here, predominantly everyone will gravitate to the composers, which I don't oppose. I think the composers are amazing. But Ezra Collective are talented.
Femi, he's
Absolutely. And also he's a gooner as well, which I love him for. But yeah, they are, Ezra Collective are absolutely talented, but they're seeing their audience surprises me. Their audience to their shows that they will sell out in a matter of seconds, but it's predominantly like middle-aged white people. But they will do things like they will play gospel, but they'll play like Nigerian gospel, if that makes sense. But it's sort of like if you know, you know. So but they'll then go into like Afro beats, but I'm talking like a traditional Afro beat, like Fuji music, like the Shina Peters and them type of man there. You feel me? Like they'll play that type of stuff, but then they'll make all original music. So one of my favorite songs on there is God gave us feet. God gave us feet for dancing. And that song is amazing, absolutely amazing. Moonchild Sonelli's on there as well, who again a massive fan of her. That is such a good project, it's just great jazz music. I've got Isaiah Falls with Drugs and Lullabies.
Not familiar.
So Isaiah Falls, he had a song called Florida Baby, sort of continuing off of the sounds of a bit more talented than Blast and them, man.
Okay.
He's a bit more talented than Blast and them, man. But Mo, you would like you
No,
generally.
I know Blast. I know Blast.
Actually, not my Blast.
Isaiah
Blast.
Falls, you
I
would
wanted
like.
to get down.
Isaiah Falls, you definitely would like. Isaiah Falls, I think.
Isaiah Falls.
Isaiah Falls. He is cold. He is so cold. It's called Drugs and Lullabies. Thames, Born in the Wild.
Good album.
Good shot.
Very, very good album.
Good album, yeah.
Very good album. I like R&B Thames.
Me too.
I like
Me too, man.
R&B Thames. The Afrobeat side of it I do like, but I like it when she's on the slower Afrobeats.
I hear it.
Love Me Jeje, obviously, that's just gravitated to the next level. And
We seen her perform that as well.
yeah,
It's majestic.
yeah. God damn.
Majestic.
And also, her performance game is getting so much better as well.
Yeah.
That she's getting so much better.
God bless her.
I also had K-Tronada Timeless. And Next Worries Why Lord. I pretty much everything that you said, everything you man said about it. Like, I'm trying to save time, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. Also, last one as well I had was Tyler Daly. I hope I said his name correctly. Tyler Daly from Children of Zeus, Son of Zeus.
Yeah, that was hard.
Very good project.
That was hard.
Very good project.
Check that out.
Honorable mentions, I had Wizkid with Mariah. Great to have Wizkid back on the traditional Afrobeat sound as well. And also R&B Wiz. That the last time we heard from that possibly was Made in Lagos. And also, sorry man, I had to put Pie Next Door. PD4. PD4, man. Yo, controversial cover, but yo, Pie Next Door's back.
Yeah.
He is back. We'll never get to the pinnacles of PD1 and PD2, but yeah, happy with that. But yeah, sorry, I had so many. So many. But yeah.
Peter?
Leon Thomas, Mark. Yeah, that was probably my favourite R&B album of the year, man. That shit was just flawless, man. Like, off of like Vibes Don't Lie at all. Like, yeah, nah, man. That's just, there's nothing more to be said on that, man. But the album was just amazing. I had Sir as well, which is why I'm kind of surprised that you had it, man.
Come on. Hit me.
Yeah, that album was.
You would have thought it. Look at us.
I've been a big Sir fan since like 7 Sundays and that, man. So, huh?
Nothing.
Nah, this was before TDE and that, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just seeing like his growth from album to album to album is just brilliant to see, man. And he's just getting better and better, innit? I think his catalogue is going to be one to go back and look over and be like, right, man, this guy's.
This made me go back to his
albums.
catalogue.
He's got great albums, man. There's him. I had No Worries, Yes Lord as well, and there's some Pack Knowledge. I love Knowledge. I loved him for when he was doing like the Meek remixes. He was remixing like old Meek freestyles and that.
Got sued for that, didn't he?
Yeah. Meek was taking action.
No.
Against him.
Who? Knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think you'd really enjoy it though.
You would proper like it.
You'd really enjoy it, man.
like it.
But yeah, similar to Yemi though, I was really looking forward to these guys getting back together, man. Because like the last thing that they did, I absolutely loved it, and I still listen to it to this day, man. So one of my albums of the year. I've also got Marsha Ambrosius, Casablanco, which was produced by Dr. Dre. And that album was just sonically like, that shit was amazing, man. Like, it just sounded so like majestic. Like, it felt like there was like it wasn't like typical Dre production, and I think gone are the days where you'd hear him just like produce like he would on like Still Dre or what's his first thing? Chronic and that. Like, I feel like this the last couple years you've kind of like seen him more tap into like the live sound type thing, innit? And I feel like with Marsha he really did that, man. And you would recognise a lot of like the samples that they were incorporating in their songs. Like, there was a lot of Illmatic references as well, which sounded amazing. But Marsha just sounds like amazing, man. Like, vocally she's one of the best singers that the UK has produced. And I think people forget she's from here, you know. She's
Yeah.
been in America for so long that people forget
Facts.
she's from here, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that album, if you haven't listened to it, I definitely recommend it. I've got two more. I've got El Mean, Anywhere I Can.
He's hard.
He's amazing,
He's
bro.
dope.
Like he's just so good, man. Like I bought the album, and this was without listening to any of the singles and that, and yeah, I was just like, yeah, man, this is a sort of like R&B that I love, man, and I love it coming from the UK as well, man, because I don't know, man, maybe it feels like we haven't had that many UK amazing R&B singers. Like it feels as though they kind of get bred here and then they shoot off to America, but it still kind of feels like he's still rooted here. And the album from top to bottom is just amazing, man. And then my last one, I had K-Tronada Timeless as well. I was torn between that and WizKid's Moriro, but yeah, I'm gonna go for K-Tronada, man. Honorable mention to Lucky Day, Algorithm,
Decent album.
and Destin Conrad, Submissive 2.
Hear it. Cool. Very eclectic.
Yeah.
And then Mo with the one choice. But a good choice nonetheless.
No.
Good choice nonetheless.
You made your joke. Lie then.
No, I will. You joke on me enough. Cool. So we're now going to move on, and we're going to go back to some predictions that we made for this year, last year, and see if we got them right. Does everyone have their predictions that they made?
I've got your ones if you don't, because I had a feeling you might.
Yeah, go on.
I had a feeling, and I think I've got yours unless you've got yours.
I've got mine. Yeah, I just said it was going to be a great year for women in UK rap.
Yep.
And listen, Chai Cartier, C China, with that bar.
Yeah.
That probably don't need to mention, but that one. Sims dropped. Obviously Bex dropped. Monzo did her thing with all the girls. Dope song. Jay Had a Dream, slew in sets. So I feel like it's been a progressive year for women in rap in the UK, and I think this is just a setup for greater things to come. I think with Chai Cartier and C China particularly. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a big year next year, man. I think they're gonna have a big year for sure. And who knows? Maybe Sims will come back with an album as well. So
Oh yeah, she
you never
owes
know.
us one.
You think she owes?
Yeah,
owes us
yeah,
one?
yeah. Actually, no, she doesn't owe us one, but that last release was, that weren't for me.
You didn't like it?
EP.
I've got
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Pete. Your prediction. You promised Jay Electronica was dropping that album.
An atrocious take. Oh my
You
goodness.
didn't even try and give us no context. No
In
nothing.
my defense,
No defense.
In my defense.
It's gone.
That is horrible.
So you're
Bro,
done
Check
with-
complete.
I
Check
can
complete.
explain,
Check
no.
complete.
I
Check
can
No,
complete.
explain
man.
after.
Check
explain
complete.
after,
Check
explain after.
complete.
Explain after.
Check complete.
Because I'm just gonna run through it quickly.
Referee deems offside.
I had
No,
words.
hold on. I'm gonna run through it quickly. Don't worry.
go on.
Just charge it. You said Jay Electronica was dropping next year. I said Jay-Z's dropping an album.
Okay.
You both said that.
Yeah, we both said that.
Okay.
I said J. Cole's gonna drop the best album he's ever had.
Ooh, okay.
Trash.
And then I said it's gonna be a better year for hip hop than it's been the last few years. Don't at me.
So
You were
you're
right. Yeah, with that one you were right.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
that.
Come on,
Yeah,
Dad.
So you're one for
this
four.
year was fun.
Nah, 1 for 3.
one for
Don't
free.
charge me
So
on
J.
the J. Electronica.
Cole.
The J. Electronica's here.
So J. Cole and
And
2024.
I said it's gonna be a better year for hip hop than the recent years.
Okay, you're 1 for 3.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 3.
He's 0 for 3.
No, you're 0 for 1. Sorry.
No, do you
No,
know?
0 for 2.
He got vultures.
Oh, you got vultures.
Okay,
you got
yeah,
vultures.
yeah.
So he's 1 for
You
1.
got vultures, you got vultures.
1 for 1.
But yeah, that was everyone's.
Shooting 50% from the field.
I think I've predicted Jay-Z album every year since we've done this.
You actually have. You
I've
actually
got a
have.
good prediction though.
Let's do
For next
predictions
year.
real quick.
Well, Chris, did you have any predictions for 24 that were met or not met?
Oh, the fact of that dance music, that people continue, that dance music will be still prominent. And yeah, still was, to be fair.
Yeah, it
this
was.
year.
Yeah, not mad
100%.
Different elements of it, well, whether it may be amapiano music, whether it may be drum and bass, whether it may be, there was different elements of dance music that were very prominent.
Okay.
Predictions for 2025.
I think that I don't think Drake is gonna make the comeback that people think he will. I feel like I think Pusha T. I think he showed that like Drake can bleed in it, but I think what Kendrick has done to him, I think is more than any of us anticipated. And I think the backlash of it or the after effect of it is yet to be seen. And I think people are expecting him to release music to where he is still as effective as he's been. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he's going to release music and it's not going to be as effective as it's been. And I think that's going to begin to show like his decline. Because yeah, cool, he's kind of thrown out a few loosies here and there since the beef, but next year I think he's really gonna like release music like in an album format, and I don't think the singles are gonna hit the way he would expect them to, and I don't think the project is gonna be received well.
It still
And I
sounds
think that then might lead to him taking like a bit of a break from music.
In other words, the demise will continue to be televised.
Can I co-sign
I
this one?
could have
by the
just
way?
said that, right?
Yes.
Can I co-sign this one?
Go on.
Because no, as in,
Yeah.
I think this next year is more than we'll see it more than ever. That it's
make a break for him.
I think it's break. I think the right
Yeah.
Drake's gonna forever sell. I think if he drops an album, he'll still go number one. But the chokehold he had, and the way he had the rap game, I think next year's gonna show it's all over. Jackie, don't cry, don't beg.
No, I don't think. I'm not saying it's gonna.
I'm not saying it's over as in he's never gonna sell. He's never gonna go. He's not gonna chop. What I'm saying is the chokehold he had in a sense, where everything stops when he drops.
That's already done, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we can judge that just yet.
Bro,
because
he dropped the
No, but he-
No Face came and went. 100 gigs came and went. The Sexy Red
For all
song
the dogs
and
came
went.
and went.
Like, but for all the dogs
Yeah,
still.
that
Hundred
wasn't
Gigs
that.
came and
Yeah, but
went
that wasn't.
bad.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
that
for
wasn't.
all
Was that after the beef?
all the
Was
dogs-
That was before.
100
before.
Yeah, I'm talking about after though, post beef.
I'm saying, I think.
Everything's come and gone.
Do you know what it is though? I think it's gonna be more evident ever that. Actually, I know I've got another hot take as well. I think he fails with the lawsuit as well. This shit. I think the lawsuit goes nowhere.
I don't even think that's that hot a take, to be honest.
I think the lawsuit goes nowhere. I think that gets chucked at the.
I think he drops it.
Yeah.
I think he drops it.
I think he drops the lawsuit, it goes nowhere, and the demise will be televised.
I think in 2025, I think more sickos are going to be exposed
I think that's right.
as well in the music industry
agree with that.
specifically.
I agree with that.
I don't think it's over. I think Cat Williams has opened a portal that can't be closed just yet.
I've got one. I think Jay-Z and Kendrick make a song together.
I think that's
Once he
bound to
beats
happen.
his charges.
He's beat it.
Has he beaten?
Yeah.
It's
What,
not
Jay-Z?
officially.
What, Jay-Z?
Officially.
I think they're still
not going
poking
for-
holes in her story.
They're not going through with it.
They're not going through with it. The
Not
girl
going
dropped
through
it.
with
Oh, she
Yeah,
officially
yeah,
dropped
yeah.
it.
should
And
drop
now he's getting
Since
sued.
when?
And now the lawyer's
The
getting sued like 2
lawyer's
days
getting
ago.
sued for it,
The
yeah.
lawyer's now
I heard
getting
that,
sued.
but I didn't know the
No,
woman.
the girl went
dropped
on
her lawsuit.
NBC and was like,
She said there were inconsistencies.
No,
but
she-
she didn't say she didn't say she was dropping him.
I'm pretty sure,
Dropping
I'll
the
try to
job.
find it, but I'm pretty sure it's been dropped. I'm 99% sure it's been dropped. That being said, I do think them two make a song together. Or maybe on Kendrick's album, I don't know when, but I just got a feeling Kendrick's gonna drop an album as well. Is my prediction.
I think that Gets and Kane start the rollout for their album together at some point next
When
year.
you just look at Capo to see
not
if he
happening.
Yeah. He hasn't
I looked at
he
his-
hasn't
that's
moved the
not
muscle.
I looked at see if he was
That's
reacting.
not happening.
No. Do you know what I'm thinking now? Because I've been begging them lot for that, man. I've been begging them.
Do you think it's gonna
lot.
happen?
Nah.
I think so.
It's not happening.
Too late. That's your prediction. Stick to it.
I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately. If it does, I hope so.
I think it's more on Kano's side that it won't happen. You know, I think Gets will do it.
Oh, no, do the predictions.
I think they're just waiting. I feel like they're waiting, but it's come to a point you wait for so long and it's just like
The moment.
come like J Electronica album,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
releases
yeah.
and then after you're like,
Yeah.
The moment's gone, innit?
was it really worth it? We missed
Yeah,
the moment anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a random take that could potentially be very stinky.
Go on.
I think there's gonna be a second coming of Wiley.
What do you mean by that?
I think there's gonna be. See how that Scorcher's having his moment now. I think Wiley's gonna have one.
Ooh.
Whether it's going back to sets or we know he knows how to make hits.
I think we're going to have a mad moment where Wiley is kind of forced to have to be in like the forefront again. That he works his way back to the forefront. That's one take that I have. The other take that I have, very random. I'm so sorry to say this, but I think Vibes Cartel at Wireless is going to be stinky.
I can co-sign that.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that.
I think that this Vibes Cartel rollout is going to be literally, it's not going the way everyone expected it to. It's
Is
not
he
gonna
even gonna
the
be
way
allowed in the
Because he's not
everyone
vibes
expected it
anymore. Man.
I don't think he's even going to be allowed in the country.
to. I
It's a
hope
good
so.
question.
Wireless have booked bare people.
The
that
fact that
don't
he
get the
spoiled
nights.
it like that as
Yeah.
well just speaks in high volume, but I think that as well. I also think that the girls will continue running the rap scene in the States, specifically in the States. I think they'll continue running the rap scene.
I think the young Big Three make all drop albums this year. The UK wise.
Who do you
They
think?
pass Stormzy.
I think Stormzy's going to drop an album.
I don't think so.
I think all
Stormzy
three
drop
drop
an
an album
album.
this year. Next year, sorry. I think Dave drops an album.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah,
I think Dave definitely will, yeah.
definitely
I think Dave
does.
will. I
Yeah.
think Huss
Yeah,
will.
I agree with.
I don't
think
think
Huss
Huss
will.
will. I don't think Huss
I think
will.
I think Huss will.
I think all three drop one.
When was
next
the
year.
last time Huss dropped back-to-back years?
2023.
He did drop
is when
this year,
dropped.
did
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
No, he didn't.
2023
Okay, cool,
dropped.
yeah. Maybe.
I think
And-
all three drop this
And the
next year.
negative scrutiny behind that.
I really like
And
the
that's,
album.
but that's why though I
That
reckon
album.
as well.
I really like the album.
That album was about.
That
was horny guy raps.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I know it was, man.
Yeah,
It
it was,
really was.
who said that as well? Someone. I
Man
think,
was on pink
Hamza.
horsepower.
Horny
Hamza.
shooter.
Hamza said it.
Horny shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pink horsepower raps.
That's hilarious. I've only got one. I think after Lancey Lennon for me, I think you'll see more, maybe one or two more underground acts start to chart.
Fairs.
I don't know who. It could be a line in the boat moment. It could be someone we haven't even heard of. But I feel like the floodgates are starting to open and they'll start to get more exposure in that realm. So
Oh, I've got another random take. UK street rap dies this coming year.
God damn.
Rotted.
Not dies, but suffers badly.
Okay.
UK street rap suffers badly in 2025. I think people are bored of real rap.
Which is annoying.
I think people are very bored of real rap. And also, these men keep getting arrested all the time.
facts. I hear it.
Yeah.
Can I make another prediction? I think Kendrick Lamar does not like us 3 times at the Super Bowl.
I think he's going to take the piss with that, you know.
I reckon
think he's
twice.
gonna take the piss.
I reckon he rules it twice.
He's going to take the
minimum.
piss with it.
I reckon he rules it twice.
Any more predictions, guys?
Jay-Z drops an
That's
album.
it for me.
Scared this album's going to be cold.
Oh,
Very, very good album.
Fork and Knife.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very,
I'm looking
very
forward to
good
it.
album.
I'm looking
Very
forward to
good
it.
album. And he's not doing none of that grime shit.
I'm gonna
He's not doing none of that.
I'm gonna keep speaking into existence, bro. Jay-Z's gonna drop an album in 2025. I'm going to speak this album into existence. I don't care. I need to-
Send it for
That is-
Jaguar
that's-
right on every
that's-
tune.
Bro, I've said it 2022, 2023, 2024. I'm speaking this into existence.
4 Jaguar Rat disses back to back.
Could you imagine?
Aye.
4 Jaguar, that's the name of the album.
Yeah.
All right. What?
Yeah.
You say yuck?
Yeah.
Listen, bro. She's nowhere to be found now. Now that he's actually suing, nowhere to be found. But yeah, wow. That's it then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Chris, man, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
joining
guys,
us,
man.
man.
Thanking you, man.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
man.
thank you,
Appreciate it,
thank
man.
you.
As always,
Thank
as
you.
always, man. As
Blessings,
always, man.
blessings, blessings.
Lead to
every
the goal.
single time,
I'll just
man.
move the chair like that. Yes.
Blessings every single
How can
time.
people reach you, bro?
At Chris The Capo on everything. I do speak back. Feel no way. I might talk too much. If you get rattled, one day I may be cussing Arteta, and then one day I'm talking about why Max B is the greatest rapper ever. Then don't be surprised in it. But yeah, at Chris The Capo on everything, man. And love and blessings every single time to the dogs. There.
Appreciate it, man.
That
Appreciate
Max
it.
B interview is still one of the best with Doggy Diamonds.
Oh, of
Still one of the
course,
best I've
man.
ever seen,
She let me
man.
know. She let me
Yeah,
know. She let me
still
know.
one of the
Come on,
best, man.
I salute to the Bout on the Rufus podcast. as well.
Hey,
Big up
man.
the Rufus,
Yeah,
man.
big up
Big
the
up the
Rufus,
Rufus.
man. Still my
Big up
guys.
every day. Boys, another year is up.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
man.
Another year is up. Been a big year for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
More
If
live
it
shows.
was incomplete
show?
though, if it was like we've only I feel like we took a bit of time off. Obviously, came back in like halfway through the year, and then
You know, we took time off at the start. Then we took time off after the live show. So it's just.
Did we get another live show next year?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need to run. Yeah, one more.
If you know
God
the
willing.
partners are up for it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, has to.
Alright,
has
cool,
to,
yeah,
has
I'm
to, has to.
down, man.
I'm down.
Cool.
that's
Let
Alright then.
Let me take Yemi's role. Any shout outs, guys?
Well, I wasn't done.
Always wanted to say it. That's why. My fault. I apologize.
5 years of doing this, you think you peak game a little bit, but whatever. But yes, thank you everybody for just sticking with us throughout all this year. I mean, obviously, you know, everybody I was lucky enough to come to the live show. Appreciate you very, very much. Everybody who's listened or watched for even a minute, appreciate you always. It's always a pleasure being able to, you know, talk shit about rap to you on a regular basis. And yeah, man, we're not going to stop that. And 2025 promises bigger and better. Always big shout out to Drake's as well.
Always.
For being along with us as well. All the guests as well that came through. Too many to name now, but shout out to Oscar World Peace, Geordie, Marvin Harrison, Naz, Seth Pereira, Chris, obviously, Flashy, Mega. Too many to name, but yes, salute to you all. And yeah, man, you'll hear from us very, very soon. Very, very soon in the new year. Now you can say it.
Any shout outs, guys? For the
Big
last-
up you, man, isn't it?
Always,
I
always.
mean, man,
always,
another
always,
year
always.
completed and now I'm still enjoying it.
God is good all the time.
All the
All the
time,
time,
God is
God is
good,
good.
man.
All the
And
time.
next year, bro, I'm just ready to get working, man.
It's that simple, man.
This year we chilled a bit. I'm ready, man.
I hear it, man. No, yeah, salute to you guys, man. Listen, it's always a pleasure, and it will continue to be a pleasure.
Always.
As long as we breathe breath, it will always be a pleasure.
So yeah, any shouts? Not really, man. Salute to everyone that came through. Salute to you too, honestly, man. Like, it's a pleasure, man. Just come here chopping shit up, innit? Just talking shit, talking music. It's easy. Honestly,
fun,
it's
man.
the easiest thing in the world. It's the funnest thing in the world. Salute to Capo, always,
Always,
I'm not gonna
man.
lie to you, always, man. But yeah, shout out to Somaliland.
Hear it. Cool.
Yeah. Big up
Words,
Somalia and
words.
Somaliland
You know,
every
like
time.
that.
Every
Words.
time.
Always.
Every time.
Always. Pete, any shouts?
I've done my shout-outs.
All right then. Well, we'll see you very, very soon. Until then, have a lovely Christmas. Have a lovely New Year. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay. Sorry, I always
Yeah,
take your shit.
see. After
Stay
five,
I almost
black.
took your shit.
after
I
5
almost-
years, you thought you wouldn't know what you're
I almost
doing.
took. I was. Yeah,
You're petty.
you are petty, but go true.
Stay black.
Peace.
Thank you.